Ah, ah.
Ah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Liftswon. It is tournament time. Tournaments.
Motherfucking tournament arc.
Tournament arc. But yes, so thank you all for joining. I'm Sid. I will be your DM for this evening. Welcome to Liftswon, presented by Thembos and Dragons. Opening announcements, our usual opening announcements of thank you to our favorite goose, Mackie. Thank you, Mackie. Hi. Who's here?
You're welcome.
We currently only have this. We have this amazing mouse right here of Mackie's lovely art. Shout out to Carly for these amazing name tiles, as well as the logo for the General Andoria games. Thank you to Like Hell for the background and a Che and PQ for some of the awesome apps that we'll be using tonight. And a thank you to Arcane Anthems for any music we'll be using. You can find all of these artist information in the chat. So go ahead and check us out there if you want that. Also, thank you to each of you for joining us, for being here with us, for watching our streams and watching what's happening and what's going on and all the fun stuffs. And, thank you for joining us in our moderated Twitch chat. Thank you for joining our amazing community. Speaking of chats and chat abilities, our D&D donation tiers. For $1 or 100 bits, you can grant guidance or +1 to a player's rolls. $3 or 300 bits, you can grant inspiration or D6 to a player's rolls. And $10 or 1,000 bits, new character who dis, custom NPC for the stream. My camera is a little high. There we go. That information will also be in the chat below. Bloop. But yes, so thank you all for joining. As you can see, we are all very energetic and also dressed for the occasion. Dressed for the special occasion with a particular Grogu. A little green. So sweet. But yes, so that'd be opening announcements. Is there anything else we needed to announce or wanted to announce? I believe our streaming schedule will be up soon for at least January. So December is going to be a little, empty with the holiday season coming around, but we will see you with our full schedule posted in January.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Sorry, my roommate locked herself out, so I had to go open
Oh
the
no.
door.
Oh no. But alrighty. Then
I just had to help Mom.
Oh. Oh, you know who's not here? Rohatness. Let me fix that.
Rohannes isn't here.
I did. I forgot to open Rohatness. I know. I'm sorry. I'm a criminal. But alrighty. Thank you all for joining. I think that's minimum faffing. I think I'll just start.
I know. I'm kind of impressed.
I've been reading the thing over so I can just memorize it. So that way, because if I look at words, I won't say them right. And now I'm about to look at some words.
And not say them right.
Words. Where last we left the party, after getting healed up by the sort of seldom used school nurse that does exist, and recovering their lost party member who was found to be just in the library. The party then split up to gather some information about the tournament in one part and speak with Lady Von Stein over some personal matters. The party also spent some time training for the tournament, gathering information and intel along the way to aid them, either through various professors or student gossips, or any other locations they might have been able to get their hands on information. We just ended with starting the first task, and the party had found themselves in a massive healing hall with dark and oozing infected waters, and a very curious petrified statue at the center of this healing hall. You had each had, I believe, one round before we'd gone to break and had seen some things. Cornelius, you had noticed that there was enchantment and illusion magic all around. You weren't able to see exactly what was hidden with illusions, but you could see that there was at least evidence of illusion magic and that some of the plants were enchanted. Wilrat and Eugene, you two had looked around at the statues themselves and tried to determine if they were, in your case, Eugene, magical, which you found they weren't. They were instead just simply, none of them seemed magical except for the petrified person in the center. And Wilrat, you were looking around and noticed that they were all pouring normal water, and that at the center is when it started turning black. And Salem, who is with you, had noticed some invisible plants as well as a sort of ghostly version of the statue at the center behind it. A sort of ghostly person floating around the statue. And I believe that was your first round of combat. Let me grab. I think I wrote down your initiative order. I'm pretty sure I did. In a notebook.
I don't think we did initiative.
Oh no, yeah, you just had your round. You did not do initiative.
We just all. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this.
But yes. Yeah. So you will all then. I will have you roll initiative for me, just so that we can.
Okay.
Have that on there. It'll be a sort of, so you won't be going in initiative order, but this is just to get it together now. But what would you all like to do as you are looking around? Salem does immediately notify you of that there is not only invisible plants, but a ghost or a ghostly figure behind the petrified person. Yes. That there is, so the statue is of a person with like what looks like hair made of moss and sort of plant-like clothing, and there is a ghost that Salem notices of that exact same person right behind the statue with their arms wrapped around it.
And this is the petrified person, right?
Yes, this is just
In
a
the center? Okay.
yeah, like as if
Um,
someone has been turned to stone.
right. I'm just looking at the map so I can.
Yes, I can move us on over actually to the battle screen. I need to hide my notes so you can't see them.
Okay.
We're far on the southern end of this, right?
Yes, you are all zooming on out for the viewers. Boop. You are all
Down
at the
here.
bottom, yeah, where the stairs are. You've been dropped in at the entrance.
So this is supposed to be a seek and find.
Yes. And so the instructions that you were given were that you were looking for a way to cleanse this area. You specifically, Wilret, were told that there is also an additional sort of secret task that will get you more points of finding an item. But the specific ruling you were given for this was figure out how to cleanse this area.
But there's no item I can see in the room, right? Everything is just kind of overwhelmingly enchantment and
Yeah, so you see enchantment, illusion. It's not a magical. It's not a spell. Do spell effects also pop up? I don't believe they do. I mean, not spell effects, just magical effects,
um
like a racial one that could happen, or
is the because I use the eyepiece, is it the same as detect
yeah,
magic?
technically, yeah. I don't think it would show. I don't know if there's a
Detect magic
school of magic.
anyway. Faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. No, nothing on detect magic mentions finding spells cast on things.
Okay. So I mean, most of it's enchantment. You can't really tell what's going on with the person in the center, but you're presuming something might have happened. This doesn't look like a statue so much as a person who's been petrified.
Right. I was just looking for the secret item we're supposed to find.
You do see, so Salem immediately just turns their head to start looking up at the ceiling to see if they can find anything. I need to roll a perception check for you, Salem. One moment. Let me grab your sheet. As they say, they do mention, aren't we supposed to be looking for something? What was it that you said? We're supposed to look up. There was something above us. Which
I'll look up.
was there? Yeah, I mean, go ahead and make a perception check.
Take a look.
Perception.
I got a 18.
18.
11.
All right,
7.
beautiful.
We're really good at this.
And Salem's was an 8. So the 18, I mean, you can all see it because it's not. So you all look up at the ceiling, and it is not there. It is sort of a ceiling full of stars, as if it is completely like nighttime above. It is bright daylight in the room, but your ceiling is completely a night sky. With an 18, Cornelius, you can spot that some of the constellations start like immediately winking, like it's winking into existence as you're staring at them, and you're the only one who really can tell with your role that they are forming some sort of rune. So you think this might be a sort of enchanted runic ceiling, as if something has changed the room.
Do I recognize the room?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check at advantage.
While this is happening, can I start making my way towards the petrified figure in the center?
Yes, you can.
Wow,
I'm
I
gonna go
rolled
with you.
a nat 1 and a 19, so that's 26.
Ooh.
Okay, with the 26, you do recognize some of those runes. One of them immediately stands out to you because It's one you've seen a couple of times now and was pointed out to you by Professor Moriarty. It is a rune for imprisonment. There are a couple of other runes. Some of them you can see are like elemental powers. Another is, there is one rune that is infection that pops in. So imprisonment, infection, sort of elemental power. One for earth and one for water.
Gotcha.
Say,
Okay.
Will, right as you're walking up, Salem also like sort of follows up behind you. So you're both approaching this
So did
stone
Eugene.
figure. And so did
Yeah,
Eugene.
I'm
Yeah.
following back.
The three of you are all approaching this petrified person. And what would you like
Uh,
to do?
the plants are around. She said from the it's normal water from the statues, and then it starts to turn black and goopy as it hits the center.
Yeah, so
Are the
right
plants
around you.
around the circular part? Are they dying? Are they showing any sign of this
Yes.
water?
So they're all dying except for you notice
The
any
black
type of
rose.
any type of rose
Okay.
hasn't started withering.
I think it's something to do with this rose that this person's holding.
And you can see it is less holding and more, well, yes, and growing out of their hand.
But what does it have to do with? How is it just proximity based or?
Well, I'm thinking, and don't quote me on this. I'm not the smartest cucumber in the sea. Um, it seems like the roses aren't affected by the goop, so maybe the roses have something to do with the goop, and this thing might sort of just like purify or whatever that means the area. Uh, something like that maybe.
Maybe. Do we know what we need to do that?
My monocle also shows me the chemical compounds of the items.
Yes.
When I'm looking at the roses, do they seem weird in any way?
I think Salem does pipe in and say that would make sense for at least in response to you. Well, I forgot your name.
Hi, my name is Wilret.
Yes, listen. I have so many children, I can't keep track of all of your names.
Nice to
Hi.
meet you.
That would make sense. It'd be part of what we're purifying. For the chemical compounds, I gotta look up the chemical compound of roses. It looks pretty normal. So most of the flowers at least look pretty normal, but the roses you can tell have some magic sort of messes with how the chemicals work on most creatures, plants, animals. And you can see for the roses, something like necromancy is sort of seeping up, like not up, both up and down them, as if it is spreading to the roses themselves, and they are then further spreading necromancy.
Okay, I will pass it on to everyone else. The flowers, the roses in particular, have a necromancy quality to them.
I mean,
They
that
seem
makes
to be
sense.
passing it along.
It's something you're noticing specifically with like the chemical that they produce, not so much as its magic as it is a property just of the plant itself.
Oh, okay, okay.
So, like, in theory, teammates of mine, what would happen if we picked the black rose?
Salem would be the only one to see this because they are the only one with see invisibility active
Oh,
right
it's
now.
invisible. I didn't know it was invisible.
No, something's about to happen.
Oh.
But Salem is the only one who would be able to see this because they have see invisibility active. The moment you say pluck the rose, Salem, you notice that the mouth of the ghostly figure opens. There's no sound that comes out, but it opens as if it's screaming. Just like it is, there's no sound, so you don't hear anything, but it is a sort of open mouth, silent scream. The rest of you wouldn't see this because, but Salem points out that sort of the moment Salem notifies you that the moment you said pluck the rose, the mouth opened to scream of the ghost behind them.
Okay, sorry, ghosty.
Huh.
The mouth closes.
Is the ghost our ally in this, though, or our enemy? Can we talk to them somehow?
I mean, I don't really see anything, so
Ghost, do you know how to help us?
There is no response. It is just arms wrapped around its own sort of
what if
stone
we?
neck.
What would happen if we actually water it, crew? Like, get some not gross water? You know, just like be really nice to the rose. Say sweet nothings to it.
Maybe? I don't know.
Hmm.
Well, I could try using shape water to carry water from the other end of the water over here.
Yeah, I've never romanced a rose before either, so Salem. So I mean, we could try that, see what happens. I mean, would the water turn immediately into goo once it crossed into this area? Maybe.
Maybe? I feel like we should at least check. Is that, Cornelius, is that something you can do without, you know, a lot of energy?
Oh yeah, it's easy. Yeah. So
Alrighty.
I'll just use shape water to,
Two.
to kind of like dance some water from just a little bit from the statue and where it's cleaner, and kind of
Bring it
lay it
over.
over towards the rose.
Alrighty. So you're immediately able to, with shape water, scoop up a little bit of it, and as you bring it closer, the moment it sort of passes this threshold, right at the this sort of opening, it starts turning black in the bubble.
Well, that answers that question.
Hmm.
Okay, so I guess not that.
What happens if I touch the water, guys? Do you think it'd be a bad idea?
I don't think that would be healthy. I think if anyone
ahead.
were to touch the water, I have a little bit more experience in the whole necromancy sphere, so I might be able to help in that scene.
Yeah, I'm just this isn't really my wheelhouse, this kind of stuff.
Should I give it a try?
The way the DM smiles makes me want to say no.
No, please do whatever you would like.
It makes me really nervous when you say shit like that.
Please.
I don't know why, but a vision from above told me it's probably not the best idea.
Fine, I'll put my dice away.
Hmm.
But no. So, yeah. But so you do have a just little ball of black water now, Cornelius.
If I don't drop it in the water, but if I just kind of like float the water outside of the threshold a little bit, does it stay black or does it go back to being?
No, it stays. It stays black.
Okay,
It has been contaminated.
gotcha.
Alrighty. Anything else you would like to try?
I don't know what to do.
Fair.
I'm not good at puzzles.
Val.
Hmm. Salem, did you say that there was anything else invisible in the area?
So they notified
Let
you.
me see with my magical powers. Uh-oh. Is there anything else invisible around?
You're back. There are the plants that you noticed, the healing herbs, and the person, the ghostly figure. You don't see anything else invisible. Also, let me make some updates to the overlay.
I mean, if this is the temple to a blood god, would blood have something to do with it?
Possibly.
Maybe?
I mean,
Do
I
we have
think
knowledge that it was a blood god?
You do have knowledge that it was a blood.
yeah,
That was part
I
of
have
the.
it in my notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the checks you
Okay.
did last session. Was that you found that it was the temple of the blood god.
So what do we have?
I mean, what if I drop a little blood in the pool right next to the? Because I'm assuming the bigger, fancier statue at the end of the pool might be, the blood god. What if I go, I don't know, smear some blood?
Um,
Also,
Mm,
that could be the solution, but shouldn't we try to find the extra points?
yeah, we do need to find if there's anything else. So about that invisibility.
also, real quick, we're gonna cut real quick just so that I can update the overlay, and then we will cut right back.
Okay. Ah.
Ah,
Freeze.
freeze.
And then we would go and
God damn it.
Hey, we're back. Also, look who's here.
I'm here.
There was
Mysterious Izzy has appeared.
there were some quick cuts that needed to be made and some changes to, as you can see, all of the things.
Ew.
Ignore any edits that are being made on the fly.
Yeah, so the extra assignment is to find something.
Also, I will tell you that is the extra assignment for the entire tournament. You are not sure if that is now or the next one or the third one.
Well, that's good to know.
Oh,
even
Well,
though
I
yeah.
don't
think
know
it might
that.
be because I was told, because I was looking at my notes now as I was trying to figure out what I was told from General Fuckboy is magical, look for
doesn't
it, find
fuck.
magic was the first one. Then the second one, strongest at the top game, fight students, win things, was at cooked out, / find secret challenge, glowing runes, find it, weapons, statues around the stadium light up when you're in the right path, like white path.
Statues will light up when we're on the right path?
Yes.
And that's for the second part.
But it did mention glowing runes. Secret challenge, glowing rune. Find it, weaponized statues around the stadium light up when you're on the right path, is what I've written down.
I may or may not have accidentally swapped those, where it is glowing runes here and findy thing on the other one, because there were glowing runes on the ceilings you were supposed to be looking for, which you found.
Ah.
Yes, I
My
did find
apologies.
glowing
I
runes
think
on the ceiling.
I may have written that down
Well-
wrong.
So this water here is all ichor, or
Around the
Just
center,
stuff
yeah.
that's around
Just
the
this
center.
circle that you're
and this is
around.
what we're trying to purify.
Yeah. So, what do we have? At
What
our
were the runes
disposal to
again?
try?
Am I in front of this ghost, or
So the ghost is right at the statue. Also, the runes were imprisonment, infection, and 2 elemental ones, one for water and one for earth.
Thank you. Well, I figured out we know what the
Where are
infection
we on the
is.
map right now?
You all said you had walked forward, so I assumed you were somewhere here.
Okay.
However, if you had wanted to stay out of the circle, that would have also been entirely fine.
I'm in the circle.
Yeah, I'm also in the circle.
Then yeah, you're inside there.
Are we able to put our characters on the map? It'll help me.
Yes, you should be able to drag them over. I unpaused it so
No,
that you
I
could drag
can't.
them.
You keep telling me that I can drag them, but I can't.
Why does it
Yeah, we
not
can't.
run now?
No.
Nope.
No.
Why can't you drag your in? This
Game
is
paused.
Yeah, I paused it. Can you move them if I drag them?
Somehow I got myself there.
No, you're not. I just dragged you onto the map. I did not.
Oh,
You cannot
okay.
take
Move it.
this
It's
action while the
amazing.
game is currently paused.
Boop.
Oh, okay, I moved mine.
There you go.
Oh, I can move it with
Aha.
these buttons. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So this is where we are. This is where the ghost is, or is the ghost over there?
So the ghost. So where the ghost and the statue are occupying the same space.
Which statue? There's three that I'm seeing.
The one in. So the person in the center is a
Thing in
statue.
the middle.
They're a
Oh,
petrified
okay.
person.
The beautiful Mackie art in the middle
The
is a
beautiful
petrified
Mackie art
person.
is a petrified person. And
Yes.
they are. I keep calling them a statue, but they're just petrified. But that person and the ghost occupy the same
Do they?
space. They
appear-
are
they're
exactly
not
the same.
Blood god, right?
No, the blood god is the statue all the way in the back. This massive statue with the snake. That is the blood god.
Well, how do we cure someone who's petrified? This water here is all ichor in the middle.
Yes,
This one.
this whole
here?
circle.
Cool. And we can't bring the water from the pure stuff over here.
It
Yeah.
changes.
When you tried that, it turned into ichor.
You said above us was a sky, right?
Yes, a night sky, just a
What?
completely starry
With the
sky
runes.
with the runes popping in and out.
Do I know the rune for purification in my studies? Would that be something? Like the opposite of infection?
You know what? Probably. I mean, Cornelius seems like he would be pretty well versed in how runes work.
We're long rested, right?
Yes, so you've all had a long. It's been
Yeah.
like a week since you've done anything.
Okay,
You've had
cool.
training. You prepared for a tournament today. So if you wanted to change spells or do anything, you would have known today was tournament day, and had that prepped. I would say Cornelius is pretty well versed in runes and how they function. Yeah, you would be. You would
Wait,
know
we
the.
mage armored before we went in.
Yes, you
Right.
mage armor. There were a lot of mage armors and grabbing swords and just making sure.
You
But you
also
did-
encoded thoughts.
Yes. I encoded thoughts of that thing so I could show it
Statue.
to everyone.
I wrote
So
it
I
in my
could
notes
show the
for you.
ghost.
Yes.
I'm gonna try something stupid that probably won't work.
Would it help if you saw an image of the ghost first?
Well, there's runes on the ceiling, right?
Yes.
And this pen I have lets me write in the sky. So I was gonna try writing a different rune in the sky.
Oh. Well,
Well,
that sounds interesting. Sure. Do you
It-
need
it
a
sounds
lift?
like a
How do
good
we
idea.
get it up there?
Oh, well, I mean, it's magic, but sure, you could lift me up anyway.
I will pick you up.
Okay. So yeah, I have cloud script.
That
If I
is
use
true.
2 charges on my pen,
So yeah, I mean,
my guiding one.
and so are you going to just inscribe the rune for purification, or any?
I'm-
You have 10 words, and I will say a rune. I will count as just one.
Fair. Yeah, I don't think I need a full word. If possible, I'd like to change the infection rune into a purification one, but I don't know if they're similar. So if they're not similar, then I would just try drawing the one rune.
Their infection and purification aren't. No, I'd say they're pretty similar. You think you could probably change that one rune into a purification rune?
Okay. Yeah, I will try doing that.
I will. Yeah. So you're able to. So yeah, you write in the sky and adjust that infection rune to purification. It is a small change. They're pretty similar. There's like an extra line and like a little dot on the end.
Which you've now invented.
Yes. And I will say that is a better solution than what I had in mind. You guys all three see that the water. Honestly,
Do
kudos.
not outsmart me,
Nice.
players.
No, this is great. You see that the water clears up immediately.
Oh,
How
well,
dare you come up
I,
with a better solution than I did?
I like it. This is a
I
lot
guess
less
that worked.
bloody than what I was planning.
Yeah, right? I was about to just cut my hand and see what happens.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Salem to lead us to the fact that they never pointed out where the invisible flower was. Or the
I
invisible plant.
Well, I would have done that if I had known it existed.
They said it like 3 times.
Oh yeah, there was. I forgot.
I
But yeah,
mean,
there are
I was
invisible
in
plants.
the car for most of this.
Yeah, but
Fair.
I probably could have added that in. But yeah, so you, Cornelius, you immediately cloud script into the sky. The three of you watch as Cornelius just pulls out a pen and starts writing down as if it's like on paper, and it just appears. You see that the sky above you starts changing. And
Oh,
these stars
shit.
start winking into like they start moving and shifting, and yeah, the water clears around you. Not immediately, but like it slowly starts as it is flowing. It stops becoming sort of a black ichor and turns into clear water.
Dude,
Are
Cornelius.
winking at us? No.
huh,
Yes, they're winking.
yeah, I guess that worked.
Well, that may have been a sneaky way to solve it. I highly doubt that they expect everyone to be mages and do that.
Listen, use what you got. There were no rules against
So is
using
that-
magic items.
Is that everything that we had to do?
You did solve this. So yeah, you do hear a chime, sort of like this. It's the same chime that you always hear whenever the headmistress is going to speak, and just
Oh.
boom in your head again and goes, "Congratulations on completing." That's not her voice. I don't know what it is. Congratulations.
She sounds happy as fuck.
I know. I was like, that's not
Congratulations,
correct.
You won.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You won.
You've won. Congratulations on completing the first task. What is her voice? I'll figure it out. Congratulations on completing the first task, students. Please return yourselves to the magic circle so that you can be teleported back to the school.
I'm just zooming there.
I put the knife I was going to
will-
cut my hand open with away.
I will give Salem a little high five since I'm still on their shoulder.
High five. And then, is the statue improving?
No. So the sort of petrified person and the ghost are still there. But you did manage to at least cleanse the area.
Dope.
I'm gonna, before everyone's leaving, are you a part of this? Gonna try talking directly to the, like,
Oh, to
thingy.
they've still got their arms wrapped around their own like shoulders and just shake their head.
Are you stuck here?
Nods their head.
Imprisoned. Huh.
Are you still holding me?
Yeah, and that's why I said the imprisoned thing.
That rune's also in the sky. I didn't change it, just in case there was going to be a fight or something. Do they look sad? I could try.
They do, but I'm curious why, if this were something dangerous, they wouldn't just leave it here, right? In a place where it could be easily changed?
Have you met our teachers?
It just seems really reckless. You were able to very quickly change the infection into purity.
I also don't know how real this place is. Everything's an illusion.
Is this an illusion?
Looking at
Am I an
the
illusion?
yes, Cornelius, looking at the you can't really see the ghost because Salem, you can only see them because you can see into the ethereal plane with C invisibility. So Cornelius, you can't even detect a ghost, which usually is kind of noticeable. Sometimes they'll pop in and out on like necromancy, but you don't even see that. You just see a person. I mean, the person in front of you, the petrified person, does have some like magical aura of when people are alive and are able to cast magic.
Is
Everyone has
it?
that sort of like internal,
Do they have the illusion magic on them though?
but they no,
Does
they
that
don't have
involve?
they don't have any illusion magic. There's not even really any enchantment on them. It is just as if this is definitely a person.
Well, I think they're real, which is weird.
I mean, we have a solution for fixing them, but also at the same time, if this were a situation where the teachers could just resolve, does this person look like a student?
No, they look like a grown adult. This is definitely an adult. They're not wearing a uniform. They're wearing traveler's clothes, as if someone who would be traveling in the desert.
Can we still hear this conversation going on?
Faintly, I mean, I don't think you two are talking loudly, but you are like, if you've moved further, it's as if you can hear that they're talking.
Yeah, like the two of you walked away and we're still standing here talking about
Yeah,
this.
if you two are still talking, I'm probably gonna head back over.
You can't hear exactly what they're saying. It's like every other
So,
word. You can hear half of a cell phone conversation.
the ghost said that they're not part of this and that they're stuck here. And we noticed the imprisonment rune in the roof.
Um,
You don't think that that this could be like an extra point, or perhaps this could be just, they wouldn't just put a criminal or someone evil in a place where we could easily access them, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, again, I think they would, but we don't have any proof that this person is or isn't.
I'm finally gonna walk over. Hey guys, what's going on?
I'll
Oh,
repeat
we're
it
having a
again.
moral
Nope,
conundrum.
just cantrip of Salem's explanation slapped right onto your
Cantrip of
forehead.
Salem explanation. So we were just discussing that this person here seems to be not involved, and also there's the rune above, that the imprisonment rune that we could try to remove or change.
I
They
mean,
wouldn't just leave a criminal here where we could easily access them, right?
A-
we
And
did
if
end
we're
up in a
all,
swamp surrounded by a mushroom lich, so
but that Lady Von Stein said that that was an accident. But um,
maybe to
I get the
her.
feeling that if we're being put through the same trial, I'm not quite sure how that would fit so easily with everyone else. Would everyone else have the same kind of, you know, people there to save for an
No,
extra
but
point?
the reason I ask is that this is such a simple spell. Like, we're strong, but we're not overly powerful. If any evil person wanted to come along and just put an extra line in that spell and that would make it go away, well then it would
I,
already be resolved.
I will say that is not simple. That is something specific to Cornelius for a magic item to them. That's
But
like
I
a
thought skywriting is pretty simple, isn't it?
well, Skywrite makes clouds and stuff appear. What Cornelius has can affect what is already there.
Oh,
Cornelius's
then
is a
that's
bit of a
not a
special.
simple spell?
No, that's why I gave you the witness because this is not simple. That was clever. It is something that could affect, like you could objectively permanently put in the sky something
Well
for the
then,
rest of it.
well,
No, I just wanted
they
to
would
clarify that.
We're
be
dumb kids. We don't know that.
True, but objectively
It still
speaking,
stands.
it does still say objectively anyone could still come in.
If Cornelius could do this, then perhaps an evil wizard, some kind of thing, could come here with like no nose and just easily remove this.
Well, let's let her out then. Let them out. Let the thing out. What's the worst that could
I have
happen?
a question. I have a question. If we were to go into the circle, to teleport back, how long does that take?
Isn't it like instantaneous?
It's instant.
Because if it really is such a big problem, we could probably race back to the, you know.
Well, I mean, also, what if this is the ultimate evil upon the entire planet? Like,
That was really their mistake for putting it in here with us.
you know what? I agree. Yeah, go ahead and do it, Cornelius.
Why not?
Okay,
That's where it's
should
not gonna
we-
happen.
Should we stand by the circle while doing
Yes.
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yes.
Do
If we
you want me
destroy
to
the entire
use-
universe, well, that was their own fault for putting it so easily.
Wasn't us. We weren't here.
To be fair, if they put it in the challenge itself, we thought it was a part of the challenge. That's on them for not clarifying and or having something extremely hazardous to all of us.
You know
Here.
what? Yes, 100%. All right, let's step back, go towards the circle, and then do this.
Okay.
I'll have my axe out just in cases.
I very meekly am going to grab one of your sleeves, Salem, and just kind of like be holding you for support as we walk back. Just like,
Yep.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I've got a mouse on my shoulder
Yes.
and a mouse on my hand.
Yep. So each of you all stand next to the circle, just in case anything happens. You can immediately teleport away. And Cornelius, I believe you still have charges left on your.
I do. I was going to ask if you wanted me to use 2 more charges, or since
I
I
will
didn't
say,
actually use the
yeah.
full amount of letters from the first one.
I
if
will
can-
count. I will count this as the first one because you had 10 words and
Yeah.
used 1 letter of 10 words. So
Yeah.
I will
Okay,
count this as the
then
previous one.
I
Yes.
will change imprisonment into freedom or something of that like.
Or even
Release.
just breaking it, I assume, works.
I will.
Right. Will right it was here.
Yeah, you're right. What it is here. So the imprisonment rune can't really be swapped in the same way that like infection and purification can. Like those two are sort of same side of the same coin.
Okay.
But you can at least like cross out or get rid of the imprisonment rune.
Yeah, I'll put an X on
Scratch
that.
it out.
You just scratch it
Just
out.
break it slightly in case we have to unbreak it.
Oh,
Good
here,
idea.
so I'll
Um,
just slightly change it
break-
a little wrong.
You break it slightly and just immediately see all of the water turn to blood. But the ghost disappears for you, Salem, because the person. So they are an earth genasi, so they are made of stone a little bit, but they are unpetrified and fall over and collapse and just go. Okay.
Was that bad?
How big of a mistake did we just make?
You cool?
I'm fine. And just sobbing. Immediately, they just turn over and just start, like, they're on all fours sobbing. Just like,
All right, I feel bad. Should we go back over there and...
You guys stay here for just stay.
bark?
Takes a step forward.
I can go check. I can take a few hits if something goes bad. So
That's
I will.
assuming that they're not, like, the strongest puncher in the world.
Yeah, I mean, if they're strongest puncher, they'll just punch me back over here. Then we can go through the thingy.
while this
Okay,
conversation
yeah,
is happening,
That's great logic, sure.
while that conversation was happening, a thing was happening in the background where they
no.
stood up, ripped the rose out of their hand, and you see it doesn't. Well, right, you notice it looks a lot like when you had mushrooms out of your face, and it comes just a string of like it is embedded roots, and they just pull it out, toss it on the ground.
Hey,
And
can
then-
we have that?
That looked like it
No,
Okay.
no, it did. And they just flop over onto their back.
Do you need help?
Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. Where am I? What year is it?
Is a student in need of emotional support?
Yes.
I didn't pay attention in class, so I'm not really sure.
You might
What
be
year is
in a
it?
temple of a blood god?
Okay, that's not.
What year is it?
That was me going. What year is? I forgot what year this game was supposed to take place, but because they all take place at different times. It is. What is it? 7. It is the
Just give
year.
us a wrong date if it's a wrong date.
Yes, 1268. The year 1268.
1268.
Just go. Okay, that's not the year I thought it was.
You cool?
No, I'm fine.
More along the lines of, like, are you gonna go like ravage the world and burn it to the ground, or like,
No. Well, no.
Insight.
yeah,
Insight.
insight check that?
Please
Insight.
go ahead. Yeah, they just say, I'm only gonna kill one person.
Oh. Oh no.
What?
Oh
Well, I
dear.
rolled a 4.
I mean, out loud, they say they're only gonna kill one person.
Natural 20,
12.
making it
That-
a. Sir, can you please move? Thank you.
Making it a
Making it
certain
a
please move.
20.
Also, as that's being decided, who is the one person? Just in case they matter to me. If they don't, I'll just leave. It's fine.
No, it's. I mean, unless you know who imprisoned me.
Oh, then we're good. Okay.
Who was it?
I don't. I didn't. I don't know their name. I just saw their face.
Does it look like any of our faces?
No, none of you.
Then we're good.
Can I
What if-
describe
what if it's
Professor
one of our
Murray
friends?
Moriarty to them?
What if it's one of our friends? What did they look like?
Do you know anyone made of fire?
Not on a good day.
Not in this campaign.
Wrong campaign. Sorry.
Okay.
I think we might have majorly fucked something up for some other people, though.
If you don't, if you don't know
If you
anyone
need
made
a
of
ride,
fire,
this is a teleportation circle.
no, I'm fine. Just give me. I just need a moment, please. I'm.
All right, we have to go back to school now, so.
You're at school, and they just like
Bye.
you see they finally actually look at all of you. Like, wait a minute, hang on, school. Oh, that's children. Okay. What?
So,
But yeah, are you all stepping into the
What's up?
Yeah,
sup?
time to go.
Bye.
Mostly, you can just tell that this person is maybe having a bit of a mental breakdown over the fact that they were petrified and their ghost was hanging around. They don't seem like a physical threat to any of you, just
If
mentally
you
not
want
okay.
to reward us, we're at Liftswon, or murder us, we're at some other academy. All right.
The circle does not activate until all 4 of you are in it.
good luck committing murder.
Yep.
Bye.
Good luck. Don't die.
You're all watching a mental breakdown happen. It's just
Yep,
there.
we're just egging it on.
I know.
Like. The
So you know
circle.
what I go through on a typical Tuesday. Bye.
Yep. Okay, you all step in the circle, and immediately, once all of you are in, like, and not just on the edges, all hands and legs are inside the vehicle, you immediately teleport back to
Hey, what's your? Oh shit! I forgot to ask before we left.
What were you gonna ask?
The name.
No, that's literally the whole page. Like, what's your? Oh, fuck! It's too late.
It's too late. You all teleport back to the school. You are back in
You,
the
Tony.
Fuck you, Tony.
you are back in the circle on the die, and you notice you are the only team back. You are the first ones to
Fuck, we
complete
forgot
it.
to ask the name.
So,
You see a couple of the
Yeah.
teachers are doing like either the polite hand claps, while even Moriarty is giving polite hand claps, just like you guys did a good job.
Right. Okay, that can
I'm just looking for Pontias.
Absolutely
Brotherly approval.
losing his mind.
I'm looking over at Cornelius. The Moriarty's hand clapping. That's concerning.
I'm assuming the general is
That's kinda
just
scary.
I mean,
scowling in place.
Yep, he's not hand clapping, standing there, arms crossed, not blinking again.
Mm-hmm.
And I will move us back to the main screen. You're out of combat.
Maybe
Oh, fuck.
his prison robes forced him to be polite or something.
Oh, that would make sense. Well, it wouldn't make sense, but that would make sense. It's better than assuming that he's broken and somehow proud of us.
I think it's more common that something is unnatural and it just occurs naturally here than something unnatural not occurring here. It's weird.
You know what? That actually makes sense. I'm gonna just go with that. That makes more sense.
All right.
What now?
Yeah, so you are the only ones there. So you're the first back. There is a break in between.
Did we break any records?
Most of the teachers are clapping. A couple of them, you do see one walks down. It is Lady Von Stein. She does walk down and start approaching you all. I am also, while this is happening, updating the main overlay because I forgot to do that. So we can leave the combat screen. She walks down from her section on like the teachers' podiums, and looks over and goes, "Congratulations! This is the fastest we've ever had any students solve this. Congratulations! I knew you were
Where's
the
that
smart.
statue?
The
The one
oh,
of the person standing in the middle of the room?
I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Good to know. So there was no statue in your plans?
You mean well,
Imprisonment room?
yes. So the statues for the and you found the specialty runes. Yes. So the statues for the four around the
Okay. The
hall.
the student or not student, the adult who was in the middle of the room, Earth
That's
Genasi,
petrified.
petrified,
Had a rose in their hand.
rose
I'm sorry.
that they pulled out of their body.
No,
Like I did
that's
my face.
that was not a. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was not a part of a tournament.
Oh, good,
Uh,
good, good. So
Were
whoever
we?
that
Were
was,
we?
we released them.
we thought it was part of the tournament.
We thought that it was an extra part of the assignment, purify and free.
Understand. I'm going to consult with Dr. Shore about what
They
that
said they
could have
weren't going
been.
to kill us, so
Yeah, they only wanted to
Yeah.
kill one person, a person made of fire.
Possibly, you, sir.
Listen. Maybe. We do, okay. Okay. So there was. Could you describe this person, perhaps?
Entirely made of stone. It was the
oh
wrong
hey,
year
you
for
can
them.
give do you still have
There-
your who's it what's it your
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
right.
post
In
it?
code
and just give it to
dots,
Lady
and
Einstein.
I will hand it to them.
Oh, thank you.
We both do
Both
it
of
at the
them.
same time.
Exactly. Oh, thank you both.
I
And they
give them
take.
the thought with also the ghost behind it as well.
They will take both of those and go. Dear. Okay. That was not. I don't. That was not part of the tournament. You were simply
Were
the.
Were we in a
the girl.
real temple, or was that
Ah,
an illusion temple?
no, that was real. There were a
Hmm.
bit of illusions to make sure you couldn't see the entirety of the temple.
Oh, we should also add when we let him go, all the blood ran. Like all the water turned to
Yeah,
blood.
the water turned entirely to blood the moment we released them.
I need to speak with Dr. Shore immediately.
Yeah,
It was some
okay.
New Testament shit.
Huh?
And
Yeah.
you see, Lady Monster just fully leaves. Goes, okay, I need to. Which Dr. Shore is your religion teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The religion and also an Asimar. So they just fully
Good to
walk
know.
off.
We released an evil upon the world. Wonderful. Well,
Call
As
me
long as
Rick.
we're
yeah.
She wants
marks
to be
on our
my
face.
Evie. No, no one.
I know.
Cool.
Listen, I know. That's why I'm not giving you a response to that. How dare you make these jokes?
I won't give you the satisfaction.
Exactly.
That's
It
why
was
I just
beautiful.
watched the movie.
It was beautiful. But yeah, so you all there is a break in between each one where like people can if they need to go get healing or if they need to go, water, food, all of that. And as you all since you're definitely the first, you see it takes about 20 minutes for other teams to start popping in. So you
I
guys
just
were
want to make sure that I'm eating potato chips as other teams are arriving and just looking at them and going,
Yeah, is there popcorn?
taking
Can I
so
do
long?"
some popcorn while they like show up?
yes.
We were literally back like an hour ago. We went in and came back. What
I
took
will say
everyone else so long?
the team that pops in first is the all cleric team.
Hey,
It-
good job, Oops All Cleric.
It's just oops all cleric. Um and then after them it's other teams. So like they pop in and then it takes another 10 minutes for even more people to start popping in.
We just fucking applaud for Oops All Clerics, please.
Yep. Yeah, we applaud.
Yeah, I'll
It's the
clap.
life support team. There is only one person in the stadium clapping for them outside of you.
And that
Yay,
is
you arrived.
for me.
Good job.
Yeah,
You
it
didn't
is
die.
Cornelius. They're like, oh, hi. Oh, you guys did amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've been here for an
thank you.
Oh,
hour.
you're so cool. You guys are great.
Would you like some
We also
popcorn?
unleashed an evil upon the world, but like whatever.
Don't worry about that part.
We didn't do
Would you like
that.
some popcorn?
Oh, thank you.
Was there
it's
a
kind of the school's fault. I think they're the
Petrified
ones
statue in yours?
they
No,
allowed us to.
but there was this weird like snake that wanted. It was asking us about like our emotions and if we felt good and like if we wanted to go somewhere. And we were like, no, we have to go do like our school stuff. But it was a really nice snake, and it asked us to, like if we felt good, if like we wanted to talk about our emotions. It was nice.
Oh, we didn't talk to a snake.
Yeah, there was a really nice snake.
How did you solve the puzzle?
Oh, we all used all of our spells to just keep healing the water a bunch until it kind of cleared up.
So
Of
do you?
course you did. You're all so precious. Oh.
And we like just like a bunch of healing stuff until it kind of I think cleared. We made a lot of the plants grow back,
Oh, that's good.
That's so sweet. Of course you did.
which just the fact that there were 4 life clerics all healing at a bunch probably helped purify it.
But at what
Well-
cost?
Talking about your emotions.
Literally all of their spell slots.
Gross.
Yeah, every single one of them like, okay, we should but we're a little tired because of magic. Thank you for the popcorn. But we also
Yeah.
I want to drink some like not that water.
That's fair.
Okay. But yeah, it takes you were the first team to pop in.
I'll hold out my. You want a candy? I'll hold out the
Oh,
candy.
yeah. They each take one. Just go. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, did you get these from the nurse? She's really nice. No one visits her.
Oh, yes, I did. You should feel much better after eating it.
They do. They immediately. I mean, they get their spell. Well, I have to roll what spell slots they get back for all 4 of them. But yeah. So you all are the first to arrive. There are a couple of teachers applauding for you. Pontias is just going ham. He's no longer at the teacher's table. He's just in the crowd, and he was when you arrived was immediately cheering as loud as possible.
Did Eugene go over and get a hug tackle?
I don't think we can we?
No, you're not supposed to like you're not supposed to like leave entirely until the tournament is over.
Exactly. Which is why
I'll
I
wave
just
at my brother.
Your brother is also yelling. He's like doing what he's trying to get Lucian to like yell with him, and Lucian's like, I will politely clap.
I
But
just
yeah,
kind of give Pontias this really nervous thumbs up.
he's like enthusiastic immediate thumbs up.
Also, I have an important question. Has Thursday been with me, or is she
She's with you.
with Pontias?
Oh, I mean, you're allowed to have your familiar. Where did you leave her with Pontias, or did you take her with you? That's
I
up
never
to you.
decided, but I'll probably take her with me because she doesn't really do much anyways.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to have your familiar. No one would stop you from that. Well, right, you see your brother is cheering for you. Salem, you immediately catch the eye of her name, I think is Crystal. The Genasi, the like sort of all crystal, like earth person who you were betting with, who immediately just like gives you a little nod once you guys first arrive of like, you're probably gonna win this. And Cornelius, since you are on Salem's shoulder, while Moriarty is clapping, he immediately just sort of like side eyes you and gives you a little nod, like just like a half nod.
Did he just nod at you?
You might have been imagining things.
Right. That makes more sense actually.
Gaslight, gatekeep.
All right, Chris. So the next one's supposed to be the fighty fight one.
Yes.
Which once again, I think the thing we're supposed to find is in this one, and we should watch the statues if we're getting close.
Yes. So this
But-
was the one where the statues will glow, and also you were looking for like a specific item somewhere.
So I'll try and keep as much heat off of you guys as I can.
That would be
That's good.
I will go down very fast.
Alrighty.
Yeah, same here.
So
Awesome.
I think, yeah. So we are going to take a quick break because this is the next part is going to be mostly combat. So we'll take a quick
Understood.
break, and we will be back at 20. Yeah, 8 minutes.
Okay.
It's a quick one. So yeah, at 20 after we will see you.
Awesome.
See you guys then.
Alrighty, see you then.
Thank you.
Woo!
Woo. So we're back. There were some technical difficulties, and also some other. I may have talked for a little too long. It's fine.
Physical difficulties?
And
No.
physical difficulties. But welcome back to tournament time, the Blaze Guard tournament.
Yay.
Before we went to break, the party, Team Thursday, had completed their first task far earlier than any of the other students. And there are people having a fight outside my window, sorry. The students had completed their first task far earlier than anyone else and were sort of waiting around for the rest of the students to get in as they, just chilled, had snacks. You also did get first pick of the snack table because you were the first
Yeah.
ones there, which is honestly the best part because no one else has touched them yet.
I licked everything. No.
Was it long enough to count as a short rest?
It was. So yeah, you were all able to take a short rest.
Nice. I don't know if that's important, but nice.
Oh, okay.
But we still have mage armor because
Yes.
it hasn't been 8 hours.
No, yeah, it has been definitely less than 8 hours, but you do have, a short rest. You still get whatever spell slots back. You handed out that candy, Salem, and then the other group who popped back in was, I think they called themselves Team Life Support.
Yeah,
They are
I
back.
handed it out to, Team Life Support.
So yeah, you have to wait maybe about an hour before all of the other teams are finally done.
When does Team Fighting Boyfriend come back?
They pop in. They're about the fourth team to pop in. So they're not super
Okay.
late, but they are pretty early in like the original group. But they definitely are not as close. So the other two teams that you were like worried about are fourth and fifth.
Okay.
And you can see that the teams that are ahead of them are just the teams that have more than one healer. So it's like it might
Okay.
have just been the ability to actually cast like Greater Restoration or something like that. That probably helped them along. But and that left them at fourth and fifth. So your first, second team, there was one other team in between who was just it was two healers and two druids. So they just had the option to do better. Two clerics, two druids, and then the two teams you were worried about, the
Okay.
Ember Wolves and the Wind Swords. But yeah, so you are first. You have to wait about an hour, and then it is time for the second task. Which
You dying, Danny? You good?
I am.
I was
Okay.
also sorry for my. I was like, is it like, are you dying bleeding, or is it like a
No,
paper
I'm
cut?
good. It was just like Christmas setup. Some of our decorations are really old and really scuffed, and I must
Okay.
have scratched myself.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't like dying.
I am.
Oh no.
Sorry. Blech.
Bleh. But yeah, so it is time for the second task. So you hear just like same like chime in your head before the headmistress speaks and goes, "All right, now that every student has finished the first task, we do have a couple who are going to be sitting out, and you see some of the like very last teams who are just like stragglers. You can see they are like sort of getting pulled towards where there are some clerics, and they are covered in black like ink and ichor. You think some of them might have tried touching the water. Just barehanded, no healing, put their hand in, and they're not. And those are also the teams where it's like, hey, look, that looks like you don't have any kind of healer and touched water.
Great.
See, this is why we touch grass and not water.
This is why we touch grass. Yep.
So you just hear a couple of teams will unfortunately be sitting out the rest of the tournament. But for those of you who are still continuing, if I could have you all move to one side of the tournament of the Colosseum wall. And they sort of have everybody move over and out of the way, and you see all of your little podiums sink into the ground.
Since we were first, do we get first pick at opponents, or is it going to be distributed randomly?
You hear a chime, bing. The others don't hear it. Salem, this is just in your head. And it just goes, bing. As first winners, you will get a specialty perk, but you will not be getting first pick for this part.
Damn it.
And then, boop.
I want to take down Team Life Support.
So they have everybody sort of move to the side. The other teams who aren't going to be part of the tournament anymore are removed.
The offense I'm getting from Danny of like,
Also, you guys made a plan of what you're going to do for team life support, which was make sure they stay the longest, so that one, they'll heal you, and two, they're easiest to fight. But so they have everybody move to the side. And once you're all on one side of the wall, you see that Professor Wizette steps forward into the center of the stadium and goes, "This is my favorite part."
Oh no, then we are horrified.
do you say that out loud?
God no, you think Eugene can muster that much confidence?
I'm just saying.
As
No, Eugene just has this look of total horror on his face though.
as the ground, so the grass, he goes, he sort of like spreads his hands out, and all of the grass recedes into the ground until it like crumbles and turns to sand. And a little podium,
Yeah.
a single podium, pulls up in the center with stairs leading up to it. Ignore this king's box. This map only has that, but and you can see that like some of what used to be the regular like entrance to the to the Colosseum changes into like a mouth that starts opening and closing. And some of the students just immediately, you see one group goes no and just asks to be disqualified immediately. So one of the like final groups is like, I don't want to be here. This feels like it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, and he goes, okay. And he finally steps back and goes, so, you will be searching for this. And he pulls up a tiny coin in his hand. And he flicks it into the air and it disappears. He goes, now, you'll find that while keeping each other off of this die. You were playing King of the Hill. So, as long as you keep each other off this die for 1 minute, and make sure that none of my lovely pets get a taste of you. Now, and you see just sort of... oh, yeah. There's also music if you would like. Unmute. Oop, that is a little loud, so let me adjust that. But, yeah, there is some music on this map as well.
Sorry, I'm a music nerd, so just
Where's the volume on this so I can turn it down?
It's the little music note. It's the third from the right. And you can just slide it down.
Yeah, it has a slider. Yeah, so you can change that.
There.
I can also change the master volume to just be a little bit lower. I had it at half. I'll put it a little bit lower. But he says, make sure none of my pets get a taste of you, as well as keeping the other students away from the center. And then, so he steps away from it and goes back to the teacher's stand. And you hear another chime in your head. I will give you a countdown, students. And then you have 1 minute to make sure you and your team keep this circle.
Where is us?
So you are all, everybody put your tokens on this side.
We can't move our token.
That's right. I keep forgetting that. You know? I say that and then I remember that you can't. And I will put you where you start. Boop.
I will actually raise my hand for a question.
Oh? What is
Like,
your...
while we're
Oh,
getting ready.
for one of the teachers while you're getting ready? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Do we have to be standing on it, technically speaking?
Yes. You do. So you do have to be on it.
How do I turn off sound for this for myself?
You can just mute the tab.
No, because whenever I
Wrong.
touch that, oh yeah, mute the tab. All right.
Left click on it and you can hit mute site.
Yeah, but the music turned off.
Did it?
Is it off?
It turned off for
It
me.
is for me.
Oh, I still have it going.
Yeah.
Here, hang on.
Oh, now it started back up again. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was just off. That's all.
Weird. Oh, it was probably I'm trying to load in the NPCs, and I think it's pausing every time I try and add one in. But so you are all standing there. They are giving you a brief moment. Blech. I can just move all of this, and they say you have 1 minute, and you need to just keep track of it. Salem, you were told that you would have a brief start, and you hear, because we did have one group of spectacular winners, you will have a 5-second head start. And you hear other students are just like groaning.
Head start.
I mean, objectively, you have an extra round. You will get one extra round ahead of the other students.
Where are the other students?
They are slowly being added in. I don't have them for every student. Also, check out all of this cool Mackie art, y'all.
Yeah, I know those characters.
If I could get them in.
What are these? What are
Oh.
these?
Why is it?
That's
That's the incorrect token. I have to update that. But that is the wrong token. But those are all of the students that I have. I don't want to put in too much because
I mean, there's like little dancey people.
yeah. So that one is wrong token. But I will update it. But that is one of the students.
That's the bard one, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Let me update that. But I can't populate all of them because it's too much for my. This is actually the limit before it crashes Foundry for me. So.
What?
Yeah. No, because the images are just maybe a little too high quality for Foundry to handle. They're a little too large.
Mackie, your images are too high quality.
They are
Oh, this is
actually.
too amazing.
They're just too good for this program, so I can't load them all in.
That seems like a very bad thing to the program.
I've already sent in my complaints. But in the meantime, you guys have around. So if I can have everyone roll initiative for me, so that you can
It
get
doesn't matter for this round, though, right?
No, but because you'll each have one round, but I just want to get it ahead of time.
Okay, where do I roll this stuff again? How do I public roll?
Oh,
I did not know doing that would zoom in on me.
that's cool. I also
Sorry.
didn't know that. If you roll in Forge, it zooms in on you. That's
How do you
cool.
roll? How do you roll?
Oh, I didn't actually roll. I just typed my roll that I got on D&D
Oh,
Beyond into
if
the
you
chat
chat,
thing.
okay, that makes
How do I
sense.
how do I roll in here?
wait.
Click on your character sheet. Nice. But if you click on in the person tab, there is the one with like 3 people. There should be a folder called Players. If you click on your character sheet, it will pull it up, and you can just click.
There is no combat encounter actively viewed in your scene.
Oh, yeah, because I'm not running combat through here, so you can't do initiative. But
Why is everyone able to do initiative but me?
they're
No, I
not.
did-
They're
I
typing.
typed in the chat.
They're
I
just
just typed it
typing
in the chat.
numbers. So they're like only 18.
Fine.
Yeah, have the zoom ins. But let's see. So we've got an 18, a 10, and then what was that? A 21 from Salem, and for you, Liz, or Wilrat.
16.
Never say our names.
You're right. My apologies. A 16 for you.
Knox, your ass needs a move, my dude.
Alrighty. So Salem, you will be going first. You can all act technically, unless you want to save it, but you can all act on each other's turn since this is your surprise round. You get an extra round.
Nice plan.
Are there any creatures that are visible to us?
None yet.
Do we also? He also said we have to find the
A
Coin.
coin. Yes.
right.
Yes. And you saw he flicked that into the air and it disappeared, so you didn't see it land.
Okay.
You
I'm gonna
think they
cast
might have
Mirror
used
Image.
magic to hide it.
Gonna cast Mirror Image as my spell. As my action. As my bonus action, I guess Blade Song. That makes sense. And then I will move one more forward. That's me.
I was muted.
Uh,
Oopsies. Cornelius, that is you then.
Yeah, 1 second. I noticed something was missing on my character sheet for some reason.
Oh no.
There we go. Yeah, my feet. When I copied my character sheet, my feet broke. That's
Oh
okay.
no.
I thought you meant feet, like
Oh, like your
no. Not my real feet. That would be
your
a problem.
feet are broken now.
Oh
So I still have
no.
made armor
My
up.
feet.
Feet,
Oh
they're
no, our
broken.
Mackie feet. They're broken.
Yeah. But alright, yeah, it is your turn.
Is the range of my monocle the same as detect magic?
Yes. It would be the
3 times a
same as
day.
detect magic.
Okay, so I still have 2 uses on this.
So we get a surprise round, and then it goes into normal rounds.
Yes.
How do we determine which team's going, or is it going to be initiative based on?
So the other teams will also get an initiative roll.
Okay.
So they will also be treated as like active combatant, well, like as active players in the combat. I've already rolled for them. You know that. So I've already rolled for them, so they'll be going around you. But you at least get the first pick.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just go here. I can't quite hide behind Salem. And use my monocle to detect magic in a 30-foot radius around me to look for the coin.
Alrighty. The 30-foot.
I don't know if it's magical, but we'll find out.
So yeah, so 30 feet. Radius is it? It's just a straight line, correct, or is it just anywhere you can see?
No, it's a sphere, so 30-foot radius around me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, looking around you. You do not detect the coin immediately in your vicinity.
Okay,
Alrighty.
all good.
And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that takes us to Wilred. It is your turn. You had a 16, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
So we're trying to get to this center platform, correct?
Yes, you need to stay on there for 1 minute,
And also have the coin.
and also have the coin.
Okay. I'm going to take my action and my movement. I mean, pretty much dash up to the platform.
Alrighty.
Gives me like there 70 feet. And then my bonus is I'm going to rage.
Alrighty. So you are taking up your stance on the
Yep.
center.
Battle X out.
And that takes us to Cornelius. Not Cornelius. Eugene, that is your turn.
Okay. Alright, so. I've seen Cornelius use this monocle before to try and find things, right?
Yes.
Okay. Plain and simple, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call out to Cornelius. Here?
If I can shake my head no, I'll shake my head no.
Yep, you are able to shake your head as a response.
Then what I'm gonna do is 5. Okay, wait, because I started here, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna start looking in my general vicinity. Oh my god. It keeps resetting the volume whenever it resets the song.
Yeah, I finally had to mute it because it kept resetting the volume over and over again.
Is it? I can
love
go
the
ahead.
fucking song, but I can't. So
I
I'm
can
gonna
go-
have to mute it too.
Yeah, I can
Do we
stop
not
it
have
as well.
the combat screen out for the
We should.
level?
Are they not able to see this?
No, they don't have the
Nope.
combat screen.
It is up on my.
There it is.
I will just hit cut
There we
again.
go.
It's there now.
Weird.
It's there now.
It's been up the whole time for me.
But I'm gonna go ahead and start looking around in my general vicinity over here. Specifically looking for if there are any, like, disturbances in the sand where a coin would have plopped.
Alrighty, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. 17.
Are you looking just like you're looking in your immediate vicinity?
The general vicinity, because I know that it's a general direction around Cornelius, so I'm not looking expressly where I've already passed. I'm looking
Okay.
ahead of me.
You think you might see something further out. You can't tell. You're not sure if that's just a lump of sand that grew weird or if something maybe plopped into the ground.
Okay.
But you think it is in this direction. You can see this circle moving.
Would that kind of investigation, like, kind of count as my action?
I will say that can be a bonus action. And you can spend a
Okay, then
regular action.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my regular action to dash.
Alrighty, go ahead. And is that your turn?
So we're gonna... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just one this way to be safe. And that'll be it for my turn.
Alrighty. That will be your surprise round then. You get that extra round before anything starts. And you do see now that it looks like some of the creatures possibly are going to start popping in. You just see a little sort of mass of tentacles and a mouth. Like it has
Cool.
no real form so much as it is a floating orb of tentacles with a giant, like, sort of sharp mouth. Danny's cam is going weird for the first time. Oh my goodness. I fix it. Another one pops in on the other side of the arena. See over there? A two-headed dog appears over in the corner here.
Puppy.
But while those are popping in, we do return back to the top of the order. So that is you, Salem.
Salem. Okay.
And the bigger part for you, Lorette, there is a mass of it's just mouths and eyes and skin. And it just appears sort of right next to you.
Awesome.
Yeah, Salem, it is your turn. Well, I added the rest of these
I'm
monsters.
just wondering, am I able to lightning lure a party member to me without hurting them?
No.
Okay, so I know how to do it then. What is this map? Is that in the middle?
Yes, so that pops in the center. Just a mass of mouths and eyes and skin and blood.
I'm squaring up with it.
It appeared right next to the Wilret. I am maybe trying to grab the rest of these as they pop in.
Liz, I'm gonna DM you something real quick.
Okay.
So I have to be 15 feet when I do this. So, okay, I'm going to cast Lightning Lure to bring Cornelius closer to me, but they move 10 forward, which means they're not within 5 feet, I think. "15 feet, it must be. Pulled 10 feet in a straight line towards you." Yeah. So, Lightning Lure on Cornelius?
Are you trying, is that a to hit or a...
They have to make a save, but I assume they're going to know what I'm doing.
Cornelius, do you try and
I'll
resist
trust
or...
my-
They
No, I
know the
trust my
range of the
friends.
spell.
Okay.
I trust my friends. So you're pulling me
That
10
would
feet
go
back?
up to this, to this spot
Okay. Thank you.
right here. Yeah, and you're not in this square, so I shouldn't be able to hit you.
And that is the last one. Goodness.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm also going to move up here. Bonus action. Features, bonus action. No, what? Bonus act. Can I please? There. No, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Then that takes us to Cornelius. It is your turn.
Okay. I do not want to stand near everybody else.
So many stat blocks. This was a mistake.
Do I have to keep using my monocle, or once it's on, does it last
It lasts for a minute once it's on.
for a minute? Okay, so that's a few rounds of combat. Then I shall move. I'll move my full 25 feet just here. Just glance around with the monocle already on.
Glancing around, you don't see any, yes, you've got about 30 feet. You don't see anything magical or any sort of glints in the sand. At least not over here. You don't see anything. You do notice this mass of, like, wriggling tentacles and a mouth. But
Yeah.
it's over there.
I don't necessarily like that, but I see it.
But you do see that. But you don't see any. You don't see any
Don't see any.
coin down here.
Okay. And because the monocle is an item, it does not cost concentration.
No, so you can continue. This will stay up, and it is not concentration.
All right. I will cast Haste on Wilrit.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alrighty. Alright, you are hasted.
3 attacks, baby.
Actually, hang on 1 second. I will spend a meta magic point and twin that spell on
Yeah.
Salem and Wilrit.
Oh. Actually, it's
Oh my god. I'm unstoppable.
so we've
And
got
now
two
that'll
people.
end my turn.
You've got two
Yeah.
hasted. Beautiful. That does take us to. I'm gonna actually, because I'm realizing with how many things I have on the map, I'm gonna group them all. So the other two teams will just go at the same time. There are more teams. There cannot be more on the map. So, but there will at least be two who you see are kind of like focusing up. You see this team, which Salem, you've seen them around, the Ember Wolves. They're the team who are sort of infighting right now.
Is it these four? Or...
These four down here.
Okay.
So you see they are sort of this configured, bleh. You see this one sort of takes a step forward and gets shoved by the half-orc here. And you can't hear it, but you can see that they are clearly arguing before she just sort of huffs and walks off. And these two are just watching. She immediately just goes in towards this. There is a very tiny... So Sturges, they're very small. They're a tiny creature. There's a tiny creature here that is flitting around, and she immediately goes and just whacks it with an axe so hard that she just cuts it straight in half. And it is...
Sounds about right. That's how
gone.
most people handle their anger.
Yeah.
Right away. Gone. And the rest of them are just sort of like... You see this one just sighs deeply and starts walking the other way. And they all just kind of split up. There is no communication between them other than arguing, and they just kind of all go separate ways. That was busy. They were using their one. They had one. One more, and then you can see they are looking around. This one immediately starts casting detect magic. This one takes a couple of steps forward. Sword. And starts looking at where you're looking, Cornelius. So they're not looking around themselves so much as they are trying to see what you're seeing, and if you notice anything.
Gotcha.
So they are not fully looking around, and that is they spent most of their turn arguing, which does move it then to Well Red. It is your turn.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Um. So I have Frenzied Rage,
Yes.
which gives me using my bonus action as a attack. With
You have 4
haste,
attack.
I would get 4 attacks.
Yep.
Is that
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet. All right, so I will go ahead and start a Frenzied
Actually,
Rage.
does haste give you an extra attack action or just an extra attack?
It's an extra action.
it's an
that you
extra
can use
action
to
for
dash
attack.
Then if you have 2 attacks, then that's 5 attacks you have.
Yeah. So if it's an extra action, then you would still and you have 2 attacks per
Oh, no, it's
action.
one attack
It says
only.
it says
Oh,
it in the spell only
it
one
says
attack.
Then yeah.
Okay.
Then you
Yeah.
get the 1.
4.
Still, I
Okay.
mean, still 4 is a lot.
4 attacks. So I will go ahead and start my Frenzied Rage. So my next turn, I would get the extra bonus action attack.
Okay.
So
but for
this
now,
one,
you just have 3
I will square up to this
to this ball of flesh and mouth.
flush and mouth, and
And
I will
eyes.
take 3 strikes against it.
Go ahead.
First one with my great axe is going to be 16.
Why did I mute myself? That hits.
Okay. Next one is more than 16, 17 plus 5.
Hits.
Attack 3 is another 16.
Those all hit. Go ahead.
If I'm just going to keep rolling 11s, I'm gonna break something.
That's not awful.
No, but
Pretty average.
at least it hits.
True.
Okay. Let me grab my... That one's cocked. Okay, that's not horrible. Sorry, I'm going to use my calculator. Plus... 27 points of slashing damage.
27
Yeesh.
in total, or just for the one?
In total.
Okay.
For all 3.
Okay. For
I
all four.
rolled a 1 and a 4.
Okay.
And then
And they're all the same type of damage.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So you immediately hack into this thing, and it's gross. It's like you hack in and you see parts of it just start like splitting open and then reconnecting. You can see that it is mostly just eyes and a mouth and like different pieces of like mucus and skin. But it definitely looks like it hurts. It just goes like and just you rip up just a seam into it.
Cool. And then I'm going to move around it like that. So that way if Salem comes up, they can get advantage.
Oh, so flanking.
Yeah.
And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alrighty, that moves us to the next team. They are going to go. That is the team with Elwyn, Fern, and Izar that you were going to be on, Eugene, or that your brother wanted you on, Eugene. And you see Fern immediately takes a step back towards one of the walls and disappears into the shadows. And just sort of like melts into the wall itself. Both Izar and Elwyn start branching out. They sort of turn to each other, nod, and start branching out to different sides. You think that they might have already like pre-discussed what their plans might be, and just spread out immediately. So, what?
He totally did that too.
Listen,
Yep.
we're just on the same wavelength, so we
Uh-huh.
don't even have to talk about it.
Exactly. So they branch out. Elwyn goes immediately over and is just like looking at Dag, and you see that they have squared up immediately to the other student. Just like, alrighty, and pull out a flute and just start playing really soothing music. While Izar starts like trying to pull at the shadows around them, and you're not sure. It seems like they are prepping a spell, so they haven't cast it yet, and that is their turn. And that moves us to the next Eugene. It is your turn.
The next Eugene.
The next,
Next, Eugene.
the
There's
next
gonna be
initiative. Yes.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and try and look around because I know that this was the area where I saw what I thought could be it earlier.
Yes. Go
So
ahead.
would that
look
be
up-
another?
Yes. Another
perception
perception check.
Alright. 15?
You see a glint of something right around here.
Oh wait, I'm not tapped in.
Ah, where? How do I?
Around where?
Beep, beep, beep. This little.
In this area right here?
Yes.
Okay, so that right here.
Right mirror. Let me see if I can put a marker down
25,
for you.
30.
Actually, yeah, you're able to get to it.
What do I
Uh,
see?
You see, sort of. It looks like something is maybe buried in the sand. Something a little glinty and gold.
Okay, is it an action to try and get it?
I will say, yeah, it is an action to you have to move the sand and look around.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that yet.
Also, can I draw on the map? Just draw a little.
Liz, here we go. We're gonna see if it works.
No, I can't draw. Okay.
For my action, I am gonna go ahead and use my changeling ability, Shape Changer,
Oh,
and
who you turning
I am
into?
going to try and turn into Professor Wizette himself.
Clever. I'll give you that.
At
Yeah.
least as close to a form of him as I can muster, given
Yeah. Given your
my
knowledge.
circumstance.
Yeah. You're able to change into him. You're not able to get you think you've got most of his features down. You definitely could pass basic inspection of someone looking at you and going, yeah, that's correct. You're not sure if you could
Yeah.
pass someone staring at you.
You can
100%.
make yourself appear, though none of your statistics change. Can't duplicate the appearance of a creature you've never seen. You can change your appearance and your voice, so I'm also going to attempt to sound like him.
Yep. So you are able to do that easily because you don't have to do any rolls since you're a changeling. That is a racial ability you have. Alrighty.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay, that takes us to. I can't put in tokens for them because it will crash my computer. But life support team will also go. And you see that the four of them huddle up into a ball right at the entrance and just turn to each other and just start whispering. One of them immediately just sits down and starts shaking. And they spend their turn consoling one of their friends. And that passes to the top of
Horrible.
initiative with Salem.
I'll come in here and I'll see what they wanted me to do. I will, with advantage, I guess.
Yep,
Do I have
so
advantage?
Yep, so you would have advantage from flanking.
Only if you wanted to. You don't have to. I just moved just in case you planned on going for him.
No, I'm going to Booming Blade because apparently I love Blooming Blade on all my characters.
It's a good spell. I mean, it's a
Pretty
good
good.
spell.
It's good.
That's a 14. Really?
Ha.
Do I have a die?
There are none for this game, unfortunately.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
What's up?
14?
That hits.
Okay. But 14?
It's not-
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for your roll, but that does hit at least.
7 piercing and then 4 thunder. And then the second attack, I guess. Actually, because I have
You're hasted.
double daggers, do I get a bonus attack plus an attack?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you could use.
Because I'm doing an attack, and then I can.
So you would use your action, which is Booming Blade, I think, and then your bonus action, which you can also do as an attack, and then your
I
hasted
think I can only
action.
do it as an attack if I use an attack action, but I'm wondering if I can use the attack action from haste to do that.
Yeah, I will allow that
Sure.
because you can do your actions. You can do them in any order you'd like.
Sure, I'll take it. Wow. Okay, well that's 26.
That definitely hits.
Wow, 5 damage. And then bonus action to attack any of these dies. Gonna roll something good. 24. And then 4 damage. Plus 4, I get 8.
Alrighty. Alrighty. So you think you and it was booming blade plus daggers.
Yep.
So you immediately like you hear that just like boom of thunder, and it like sort of wriggles this mass of like flesh and mouths, and then you just start cutting into it, and it looks hurt as it just like it can't move. You don't think it can turn pretty easily, and it just starts going like as it is like being stabbed into.
Okay. That's my turn.
Rowan. Oh. Okay. That brings us to Cornelius. It is your turn. No. Oh, I forgot. The monsters also have to go, actually.
Oh, okay. Then the monsters go.
They were supposed to go at the end of the round, so they will actually all go now. My apologies. And then it will be your turn, Cornelius. My apologies.
All good.
This one, none
Lots
of...
going on.
Yeah, I'm keeping track of a lot of things. Ugh. I can't unfocus on this boy. I cannot move them right now, it seems.
You may have unclicked certain things. Do you have the 2 first things clicked?
I do. I have one of the characters clicked. I'm just going to delete this. There we go. Alrighty. So this one... Okay, I can move it now. So this moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 35. Floats over, and then this one floats over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They cannot do much. 1, 2, 3. This one moves forward, but stops to look at you, Eugene, in a little bit of confusion. So this doesn't have eyes. It is a like long mass of mushroom tentacles. So it is a like large purple mushroom growing and moving as it like curls around, and it just pauses to look straight at you, Cornelius. I mean, not Cornelius, Eugene. But it does not attack you, and it doesn't move further. It reached its maximum movement. And then this one, which starts bounding forward towards the center. 4, 30, 35, 40, 50. It took all of its actions to start running towards you, so it cannot bite you on this turn, little rat. But that is the creature's turn. And that takes us then back to you, Cornelius.
Okay. This creature that's still kind of on the ground in front of me here. Does it look particularly smart?
Not really. It looks, I mean, it's mostly, it doesn't have any eyes. Or like any sort of movement. You see it just kind of like slinking along. You think it might be a very simple creature?
Okay, cool. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on it.
Maybe
It makes an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, sweet. With its 2 intelligence?
Yeah.
Oh, as beautiful. It rolled a 5 minus 4. That's a 1.
Amazing. That does not beat a DC of 15. I will do damage to it.
You sure? You sure 1's not greater than 15?
I mean, and this numbers are backwards.
True.
So that is 9 psychic damage.
Alrighty, so it...
And its next saving throw, it subtracts a 1d4 from.
Alrighty. See, it just screeches, sort of like just a... I heard me. just a loud screech that you all just sort of like hear, and it like a warble. But it is immediately, injured by that.
Excellent. I
Is
like
that
that.
your turn?
I'm gonna move. That's as far as I can get. I will do another look around with my monocle still on.
Doing another peek. You do not see anything over here. Since this is a little bit up over on a hill, so I don't think you can see past it to what's going on with.
Yeah, that's outside of my 30 feet anyway. So I'm just kind of scouring the upper corner here. So I'm
No,
headed
so you do
towards-
not see it.
Okay.
Actually, no, you do see one thing. You said upper corner over here, towards the
Yeah.
edges of the corner. You see that this statue, the one with the staff at right next to this viewing box, it looks as if the eyes of it are glowing just a little bit as it is pointed at the center of the stadium. And you remember that extra
Okay.
tip that you were given by
It was
General Weimer?
close, right?
Yeah, so that if they're glowing, that means you are on the right path.
Okay. Alrighty. I don't have any bonus actions, so that will end my turn.
Alrighty, that moves us then back to the team internal dysfunction. This one has. Whoop. They are all. Let's see. Let's start with you, Dag. They are so angry that they do not. They are not. They're resistant to this sort of sleep spell that's trying to be put on them, and just square up to Elwyn and take a swing. So they are about to fight. Let's see if this hits.
Fight, 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 fight.
It in fact
fight, fight.
does. Alrighty, so they roll 2 hits immediately. Blip, blip, blip. That is a roll damage on their great axe. I don't have the dice. Ooh. That is a max damage. That's not great. They're just very angry. You think they might have been in a rage all day and have not calmed down yet? That is going to immediately hit Elwyn. So they start fighting. Elwyn just gets like a slash at the chest and they go, "Oh, that is incredibly unkind of you." That leaves them. Ooh, they're not looking good. And then we move on to the. Sorry, there are a lot of them moving around. I should not have had this many NPCs. This one just goes, oh, of course, and just starts moving off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10.
Holy shit, they have a lot of move.
They have a special item to give them extra movements. You can see that they are you can see as they are running that they have something. It looks like their shoes maybe glow a little as they run. And then this one, what is yours? You only have this. 5, 10, 20. Just to start looking around here. And this one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Decides that they're going to join in on this. So they get up to the die. But they don't have any bonus actions that they can do.
So it doesn't look like they're watching me anymore.
No, they do not seem to be watching you. It looks like they were watching you look around and have given up since it looks like you're not finding anything. And are going to deal with this. And that is their turn. And then next is Wilret.
All right. So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna take 2 attacks against Wiggly Mouth Eye Horror Dude.
Yes.
Wiggly mouth eye horror, dude. Wiggly mouth eye horror.
I
dude.
horror, dude. So one is a 15 and a 14.
Both hit.
Okay, so let me do damage
Yeah,
on
the
those
Wiggly
two.
house eye horror moot.
Not the Willy. Oh, I can't even say it anymore. Fuck. 12 plus 9.
Damage.
Yes. So 12 damage and then 9 damage. How's this thing looking?
It's looking at a. You slash into. How do you want to do it, actually?
Nice. I'm just gonna literally like bisect it, and then turn towards. I think this is the 2-headed dog.
Yes.
So just and then just bring my axe back around for my next 2 attacks against the dog.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll to hit on this dog.
17 plus 5 is a number.
22.
Thank you.
That hits.
And then 15.
Both of those hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. That one's cocked. Rolled. Okay. Oh, sake. Why do I do math? 16 points of damage for the first swing, and the next one is 7 points of damage. And I'll burn one of my spell slots to add a d8 to that.
Alrighty. Even as you're just looking at it, it is looking hurt.
So that feeds an extra 8 into that. Thanks, d8. Guess what d8 give me that 8?
It is looking incredibly hurt. So this dog ran up to you immediately to just start, like, both heads turned to, like, start yapping at you. You strike into it, like, right in between. There's, like, the little soft spot in between both heads, and it's just like, oh.
I'm really sorry. You're a good boy.
And it's just,
Don't
its tail is tucked in between its legs.
Oh no! Don't
just-
say that!
It's
Don't
whining.
die.
It's doing those
Don't
little.
worry, I'll leave that for you to kill.
It's got.
Oh, then I'll just be like, I'm so sorry. You're a good boy. Can we be friends? I'll heal you. I'm sorry.
I'm just layering it on thick for you to hurt.
Oops,
No.
all healers.
Oops. Okay. You're like, hey guys, come deal with this dog.
Heal this doggo.
Alrighty. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
You've seen some amounts of damage. That takes us to the other team that I need to know.
Is this
You?
corpse still there, or is...
It's corpse. Actually, no. So yeah, this disappears into a puff of smoke. Who did
You
I delete?
accidentally deleted the player.
Who did I? Ah, shit.
Oops.
Whoops. I was selecting the wrong one. There we go. So once you defeat it, you see it disappears into a puff of smoke. Well, Rhett, you're not 100% sure that these might not be real. They might just be illusions, but they're still convincing and sad. This dog looks depressing. And that moves it to the other team, who, this one is they will move 15, 20, 30, and cast a spell. Can they reach you? Oh, whoop, that's not what I meant. There's too many enemies. None of them should have been magic users. They are going to cast... Not that. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, Wilret? As you are probably the bigger threat. Yeah, you're 35 feet away. They can reach you. Oh, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, Wilret?
Sorry, I was muted. 19.
19. That does pass.
Thank God, 'cause I have no additives to wisdom.
Alrighty. So yeah, you can feel as if, like, for a moment, just like cloying darkness as you feel. What would you say? What Red's fears are?
My family dying in front of me,
Oh,
not being able to like save them.
Ooh.
oh, that's depressing. That's just sad. For a brief moment, you think you see like Burns going through 100% with that demon marriage and being miserable before it just blinks away, and you are able to resist this spell.
That
that's,
magic user better be fucking glad I'm not standing next to him.
That's so sad. And since there's
Stop judging him! He has a lot of shit, okay?
I know. I just want to take him to therapy. I'm sorry.
Being
Okay.
the true family fuck up.
Okay, you know, you're good. This one doesn't have bonus actions. This one is going to try and cast another spell on.
Really quick, can Willa just yell out, whoever did that, you better be fucking hiding now.
Yes. You're a little too angry to see any reactions to that. Elwyn just sort of looks over and goes, well, if you're going to be rude about it, and pulls out just a straight up sword
Cool.
in front of Dag, and they start fighting in between. Looks back and forth, sword fighting. That 2 is not gonna hit. And I get one more. How'd you roll 2 2s? My guy, that's not. Okay, so they don't hit.
Because you're fighting a dancer and you need 2 2s for a dancer.
You know what?
Yep.
That's what it is. And then the final one. Behind you, boop, Eugene. So you just feel as if someone has approached you, like walking behind you. As Fern reappears in the corner of your eye, just go, and you just hear, "What happened to being your true self, my buddy? This isn't you."
Yeah, but it's
Oh, it does work. That does count as an
Helps.
attack action. Sorry.
Help.
Blip, bip, dip. Can I get what? They're going to cast a spell. Behind you. It is a spell attack that I need to roll. I hate DM rolls. I fucking hate them. It was a nat 1. You see it like just a ray of like sickly green light shoot right past your shoulder.
Oh,
Yikes,
okay.
Ray's
Oh,
sickness.
this is what it's doing.
There's-
This is what we're doing.
Hey, it's not. I say we're still buds, but I do want to win this tournament.
Okay. Yeah.
That is their action. They've cast a spell. They don't really have a bonus action. That is that team's turn. So that brings us then to you, Eugene.
Can I at least I'm asking him this with the Wizette voice, which is really weird.
It's very weird for him.
Is it okay? I know this is gonna sound really weird and kind of backhanded, but it's not. It's really true. Can I just shake your hand so that I kind of make this even ground? I have a thing I can do to make it kind of even ground.
What?
No.
I'm asking.
Yeah, they just immediately go, no, you're gonna trick me.
Deception?
Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead and roll this deception. I'll let you.
Please, this is the best. This is the best I have. It's a +6.
Go ahead and roll deception. Is that a nat 20?
No, but it's very fucking close. It's a total of 24.
Let's see what they get on inside of just like, I fully don't believe you in the middle of this tournament to fight people.
I mean,
But I am the anxiety one.
So they're like, whatever trick you, they just put out their hand and they're like, whatever trick you want, just get it over with so we can get this fight on.
Okay.
And they put out their hand.
All right.
And presumably
I'm gonna
you're
go
gonna
ahead
rip their soul out.
They're willing.
Yeah.
I'm casting Feign Death.
Amazing.
You touch a willing creature and put it into cataleptic state that is indistinguishable for death. For the spell's duration, which is an hour, or until you use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell, they appear dead to all outward inspection and spells used to determine their status.
Fair. You see, they just go, "Oh, you!" And can I get a wisdom save from you as they fall to the ground?
God.
Wisdom save?
Yeah,
You just
That's a dirty 20.
a dirty
you
20.
just fake murked someone.
Fake murked them. That matches.
That's what I've been sitting on for like days. I have had that plan.
Oh
Does
my
because
matching go?
deception is my best ability.
I will say, does matching go to the defender or to the attacker?
Usually goes to the defender.
So then I will say, because you've matched, so that does, you'll save from this.
Okay.
From the effect that they were trying to push on you immediately
Oh
after.
shit.
And you see Fern just falls over.
Oh shit, that's so funny.
That is their turn.
Danny thinking outside the box this session. I
I'm
love
here for
it.
this. I'm here.
I would never let that work.
I mean, they are willing. They don't want whatever effect you're going, but they were willing for whatever you said. They're like, they said, do whatever you need to do so we can get the fight going.
I guess.
So they did technically agree to whatever effect you were going to put on them. Presumably, you can wake people up from feigned death, though. Is it just the spell's duration, or like can they be murdered or attacked and woken up? Are they prone or are they just unconscious?
They can't do anything right now.
No, I know.
They go into a state that
You're
you
muted.
have to use an
Danny, you're
action
muted.
to dismiss the spell. So
Ah.
they have to be the one who dismisses
It is
it.
blinded and incapacitated, and its speed drops to 0.
So you have to.
Resistance
The caster
to all
has
damage
to.
except psychic.
Alrighty. Then they. Alright, I'll give you that.
They're out.
Well, okay, they have a thing, but I will not tell you what it is yet. Which is why.
Said all outward inspection and to spells used to determine its status.
I mean, listen, I will allow clever gameplay. If you manage to trick someone or do something, you're able to do it. So that is your turn. Or is that your turn, or do you have anything else you'd like to do?
That was my action. I'm assuming it's still an action to try and pick up whatever the hell is here.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and I will. Yeah, it is an action to pick up whatever the
Damn,
thing is.
so
on the ground.
I still can't do it yet.
Nah, you're busy.
Listen, but I am gonna turn to the mushroom thing and, in the most hopefully convincing way I can muster, just go, "Not now, pet. I need to finish working on this." In his voice.
Alrighty. Go ahead and make another deception check. It will react to that. And then, other than that, is that your turn?
That
Fuck,
is
smart as hell.
an 18 for deception.
Yeah, it is not a very smart creature. It is a literal walking fungus. So you're not sure if it can fully tell. But that is your turn. That moves us to Team Life Support,
Everything.
who are just hanging out at the center. You see they are looking over at Chew, Wilret, as they hear just the sounds of a dog crying. Let's go. One of them stands up and is like, "Oh, should I help?" And they take a couple steps forward, but they have not engaged in combat just yet. And I will say that moves us then to the top of the order with you, Salem.
Okay. This person here, is this the one that was making out with someone, or the one who got into trouble?
Yeah, they were the one who got in the middle of the relationship.
So this one is the one who's dating them?
So these two were dating. This half-orc and this tiefling were dating. And then this pirate made out with the tiefling. Which is why the half-orc is
Okay.
so mad. Because they're just a little pissed off about everything.
I'm gonna move 2 over here. Hopefully not leaving this, because I'm going into its thing.
Yeah, you didn't
So
leave
not
its space.
And then I'm gonna use lightning lure on this person.
Go ahead.
They have to make a save.
Oh, okay.
I think... Is it a save? Do I attack for... You lash out that strikes one creature of your choice. The target must succeed on a... Okay, yeah.
What kind of save? And it's definitely a failure, whatever it is.
Strength.
Well, a 2 plus 1. So 3, does that save?
No.
You sure? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are able to
I
lightning
drag
lure.
them to me. And then they take 2d8 damage.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
It's only 6. And then I will... It's not as fun what I had planned now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take 2 attacks. The attack with the dagger and then the bonus action attack with the dagger.
Okay.
Wow, that's gonna miss. 13,
That misses.
16.
That hits.
Oh, okay. 6.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
Yep, so you see that you just like hit you immediately lightning lure, wrap it around them, pull them in, and you see she just goes, ow. She's wearing, and then she just sort of looks at you and goes, what was, not focused on you. And then
I'm
you
gonna
stab
wink
into
at
her. Oh, and she goes, oh, okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Cornelius, it is your turn.
Did you use your haste?
Oh
Salem?
yeah, you have a haste, Salem.
Yeah, I used it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I did the
Oh,
attack.
okay.
Oh,
and
that's
the
right, you
bonus
did your
action
two. You
attack.
just missed. Yeah, there was one.
Yeah. Because the lightning lure is an
okay.
attack, and I looked into it. Haste gives me an attack action, so I can do the attack and then the bonus action afterwards.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. You said that the statue was glowing eyes was pointed towards like the center.
Yes. Like pointed
Okay.
towards the die that you're all standing on, or that the rest of the party is standing on right now.
Oh, and also
But if
to
I
clarify,
glance
there's
over
4
there-
of me
oh.
winking at them because I have mirror image up.
That is correct.
Important distinction. But if I look at the dice, I don't see like with the magic through the monocle. I don't see anything particular on it.
On the die, you see that one of the the statue is pointing at the die, and one of the stones in this sort of ring of stones is glowing.
Oh. What type of magic is it glowing with?
It is glowing with enchantment? Question mark as I check.
The worst question all DMs get, I know.
What school of magic is it? It's a very good question.
It's a school of magic that has magic part of it.
Exactly, the one that's magic.
Oh, my favorite.
No, okay, evocation. My apologies.
Interesting.
The school of magic that is magic.
The magic kind of magic.
Is it one of the ones that Salem's standing near?
Yes. You. Me. I don't know which one it's pointing at, but yeah, there.
That one there. Okay,
That
that's
one.
which one I thought you were trying to say. I'm going to use my action to cast message to Salem. That rock behind you. There's something weird about it. It's magical, and the statue's pointing at it.
Am I able to respond? I can't
yeah.
remember. You can respond to this message. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
you can respond to
Um,
this message.
Okay, good to know. I'll check it out.
All right. And then I'm going to make it look like I'm still walking around, sweeping the area, looking, so the other people don't realize that I figured something out.
Okay.
To the wall.
Alrighty, and then that takes us.
Yeah,
to...
I'll go there, and that ends my turn.
Oh wait, yes. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, I don't have any bonus action.
That would
Wizard
take
life.
Wizard life to the team that is angry with each other.
Engie.
They're so
Angie
angry.
team.
This one, just starts looking around. You can see that they are. You see that the moment they see that this fight has broken out between this half orc and Dag and Elwyn, they just sigh and go, of course. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then they look over at, presumably they catch that like wink quickly. They don't catch the wink, but they do see Elizabeth sort of giving you an eye, Salem, and just throw up their hands in frustration, like, what is happening? I can't handle this team. As they just cast Sacred Flight, they don't really have any non-healy spells. So they will cast Sacred Flame on Alwyn, who has to make a save, I believe.
This poor cleric. Yeah, deck save. This
Yep.
poor cleric who's just trying to live their best life.
They're like, I'm just trying to be the healer on the team, and you fucking... I'm not here for this drama right now. This was a deck save. Dean, they do save, so they are able to get out of it and not get hit. This poor team, they're not doing great. This infighting has not
What
helped
has
them
a
at all.
chance to explode?
The rock.
What?
It has evocation magic on it. I kind of forgot to mention that part.
Yes, oh, the rock that you're standing on.
I'm
Valid.
sorry, what? Alright.
Or nearby. This one sees that their girlfriend is getting in a fight and decides, hey, no, don't touch my girlfriend, even though we're rocky right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh no.
Just goes. And grabs this person and just grabs Elwyn, and Elwyn's sleeve erupts into flames.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to hurt this one person. Ooh, that's not good. It's a hit, so that's gonna be. Let me grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
I'm glad Eugene's on our team and not theirs.
Yeah, right?
6,
Because that was a savage move.
10. Oof, 15. So yeah, Owen's sleeve just erupts into flames, and immediately they're like, okay, what? And that is that one. And then the final is Elizabeth, who just sort of looks at you, Salem, and goes, is this, do you want, what's happening here? But they do pull out their rapier and go, so is this, and they're like gesturing with their sword as they're like, what do you want here? But they don't attack you.
Oh, indicate that they can.
Oh, alright. Are you into? I will say that
While smirking at them.
it will take more than a single action for what they would like to do, so that this is the end of their turn. Kissing is more than one action, so you gotta go to the next turn.
Kissing is more than one action.
Alrighty, so that's that team's turn. That moves
That-
us.
Also go on a shirt
Yep, got another shirt.
Kissing takes more than one action.
in one action.
Got it.
That moves us. Well, Red, it's your turn.
Alright!
I don't know what kind of kissing you've had that takes longer than 6 seconds to start, but alright.
Not start, continue.
Not start. It's happen.
I'm gonna take 2 attacks on this dog.
You're gonna hurt this poor dog. Yes, continue.
Don't say that.
It's
Don't
got two
do that.
puppy eyes, 2 sets of puppy eyes at you.
Stop. That's a 14 to hit.
That I need to check. Hits.
And that's a 17 to hit.
Those both hit.
Okay.
Actually, I'll say do the first one. I'll save that 17 for another attack, but roll your damage on the first one first.
Okay, so the first one, 16 points of damage for the first attack, then?
How do you want to do it?
I'm just gonna split it in half again and be like, I'm so sorry.
It's just as you're doing it, it just like
A tear go down my face.
you know that Yelp dogs do when you step on them and
Don't.
the
No,
betrayed
stop
look
it.
when they're like, "How could you do this to me?" You get that look as it puffs into smoke.
I'm just.
The dog looks at you like you betrayed it deeply, and then it just disappears.
I'm just gonna throw my hands up, and be like, what the fuck was that?
Listen, I can deal with the weird gibbering mouth creatures, but a dog? Why? So yeah, that's why I was like, save it, because you do have the rest of your attacks.
Okay. In that case. Oh gosh. I kind of want to go help my dude Eugene out there because you're getting all surrounded, but I don't particularly. Are we attacking the girl you're making out with, or are you just gonna make out with her?
Tell you.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at whatever. I'm raging. I'm just looking between
Guys,
those
it's
two.
going fine.
I know you're
I'm
raging and
gonna
you see that
run.
happening. You're like, I don't know what that is.
Pretty much. I'm just gonna like run over to the purple mushroom. I know I'm leaving the thing, but we have someone here. And I'm going to. Why? Can I move, sir? There it goes. I was just drawing
You're
lines.
drawing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
I will run over here. I have a fuck ton of movement. And I will take 3 swipes at purple mushroom.
Yep, go ahead and roll to hit.
First one's a nat 20.
Oh,
That definitely hits.
Second one would be a 17. The next one's
Well-
a
Yeah, go ahead and roll. What's your plus to hit?
+5.
Anything you roll will hit.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that was 19. So, we're doubling dice, right?
Yes.
Okay. So for the first one, what the fuck? I rolled a 12 and a 1. 13 plus 4 is 17 for the first attack.
Goodness.
12 for the second attack.
How you want to do it?
Oh my god. I guess on the third attack, I'll just, like, smush it fully. Just, like, literally chop it up and be like, I fucking hate mushrooms.
Yep, this one immediately goes. It is also disappears in a puff of smoke as you just cut. You are not a fan of. They're on your shit list now. Like, no, you will no longer look at mushrooms and fungus the same way.
And then can I use my rest of my movement to pretty much stand between this thing and
Yep.
what I see as Wazette with a dead student in front of them?
Yes, you can. Is that your turn?
That is my turn. That is 4 attacks and a lot of movement.
Alrighty. You are.
As you pass by, I just go, hi,
I will say.
Professor.
it's Eugene.
And Wilret's all, ask me how the Queen of England's doing. She's fine.
Owen kind of wants to get out of here. Out of this little hell that they've locked themselves into. And can't. So
That's
they
not
just.
the type of double penetration bards usually care about.
Exactly. So they just go, okay, this is not. You two have something you need to figure out. Maybe you should talk to each other, maybe about some events that might have happened at the school. We're such good friends and faithful people. And just sort of backs out of this like, I want no part.
I'm out.
And they do get attack of opportunity. Attack does. And does hit.
Damn, poor Elwyn.
Owen goes, ah! So as they are leaving, oh, minimum damage though. Owen just goes, ah, okay, yes, you should maybe work out your feelings. And that is their turn. Oof, Elwyn is not looking good. You see, this Izar does see that happen between you two, Eugene. And it's just like, does not like that. And it's because that's not. And I will. Too many people on this board. You see, they look at you and cast. It is what, 60 feet?
A thing.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in, and so are you. If I could have, and honestly, oh no, they're impervious to all damage while this happens.
Except psychic damage.
This
Wait,
is
I don't
not
think it's impervious. I think it's resist.
Resistant.
okay. But if I could have you make con saving throws,
Okay.
Resistance to all damage except psychic.
including these two creatures, which I will need to roll for. Actually,
Well, I
Stasis.
have.
You said a con save?
Yes.
Is this against a disease?
No, it is against a spell.
Okay. 17.
Alrighty, you'll take half damage.
I got 15.
That matches. You'll take half.
I got
Okay.
a rock.
The
I
creature
got
in
a
front
rock.
of you got a nat 1, so
Oh.
it's gonna fail, and I need.
Oh, it's the first damage I've taken.
Alrighty, and Fern also had some. I will say they automatically fail because they're, unconscious. So that is 6, 10, 15, 18, 20, 23. Necrotic damage.
So,
And then you need to half that, yeah. Halved to 11.
11.
But this creature takes the full damage and immediately disappears. Just boom.
I'm just gonna hold my axe out to this magic user then. Because they just took the thing I was gonna go for.
Alrighty, and you see it does hurt Fern. They do not look okay. They do look like they were injured, but it doesn't look like it hurt them a lot.
Oh, that's good at least.
And then it is Fern's turn. And you see, I will say they are injured. So underneath them, shadows start like pouring in as the sort of darkness from Izar's magic pulls over them. And they, their body shoots up, but they are not awake. Like, their face is not moving. But it looks like something is moving. You know when,
Oh,
puppets are being
no.
moved around?
Oh,
And
it's
they-
like that creepy scene in Stardust.
Which is like,
Yes.
Voodoo doll on the
Yep.
dead brother.
yes. So they are moving around, and their mouth just opens and goes, "You fucker." And they're going to try casting a spell on you. Because, okay, so they just go, you're a bitch. And they,
You fucker.
can I have you? They cast a spell, and I will need another con save. And I need one
For
more.
me or?
From anyone in a 20-foot radius,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
which
great.
I believe you are. I need
Ooh,
one
that's
more.
not as good.
I need another dice.
Okay, but that's a nat 19 for a total of 21.
You take half damage, and
I rolled 11.
you will take full. That is 10, 15, 18, 19. That is 19 poison damage. As a sort of cloud of just toxic gas erupts from them.
So 10 and a
Yes.
half.
Hey, Sean.
Ishram.
Hey, Strom.
Yes. What did I say it was the amount of damage?
19 full.
19.
19, yes. So you will take 19 Wilret and then halved to 9 for you, Eugene. Yeah, since rounded down. And that is their turn, since they used their bonus action to bring themselves back up and their action for the spell. That takes us to, this is, Eugene, your turn.
Okay, okay. Oh, that's great. Oh, perfect. Great. Fantastic. Oh, I don't like this. I'm gonna go ahead and try and search for that coin that I found like 3 rounds ago.
Go ahead.
What would that be? Would that be...
One action, perception check. At advantage, because you already spotted it.
I don't need to roll the second one, but okay. Nat 20.
Alrighty,
Total
yeah.
21.
So you immediately scoop up the coin. Are you hiding that you found it, or are you just picking it up?
I'm gonna try and hide it to the best of my ability.
Give me a stealth roll.
Stealth.
And while that is happening, I'm gonna have Team Life support. There.
13.
I will say most passives, yeah, passes that. This thing, awesome.
Listen, I'm just panicking. There is no stealth involved in panic.
I mean, you don't think the Fern in front of you can see it because their eyes are still closed. Is that your turn?
Hold on. Let me see. Okay. I am gonna start trying to move away from them. I'm assuming that gives an attack of opportunity.
No, because they cannot see you.
Okay.
Which is, yeah, so they can't see where you are. They're just doing AoE spells.
2, 3, 4, 6. And
Oh,
I'm
so-
just gonna kind of stand over here. And are you fighting this one that wants to kiss you, or
No,
okay?
not currently.
Then oh, who's the other one on their team? Not the fighting one.
These
The one that I
two.
was supposed to be on. This one right here.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
What's their name?
Izar.
Izar. Okay. Hi, Izar. I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast ya.
Hi, Azor.
Hold on, let me double check how many. 2 beams. Okay. Oh wait, no, I already used my action. Never mind, I can't do that.
Alrighty. Any bonus actions?
Do I have any bonus actions that I can do? Nope. All of my shit is actions. Great. Woohoo!
Alrighty.
That's all I can do for now.
Salem, you're up next. The creature moved towards you during its turn.
Shall we deal with this first? And I gesture to the creature with my eyes.
She goes, "Oh, this. I've got this. Don't worry about it."
Well, I'm gonna move away from and go behind it, see if they do anything.
They will on their turn.
Are they attacking me?
Oh no, they don't attack you. They don't do anything.
Okay, then I'll attack this thing
Alrighty, go ahead and roll to hit.
with the attack action and the bonus action. So I'll use the
Advantage?
attack action. Yep. Oh.
I'll say do this at advantage since they consider
Yeah,
you
no,
an ally.
it's the 19 plus, so I was like, oh.
That hits.
7 piercing, and then natural 20 for 10 piercing.
How do you want to do it?
Just stab it a couple times while giving longingly eyes to this person.
Yep. So you stab into this, and you're just looking longingly over at them, and it disappears in a puff of smoke.
Then I will use my action after I move towards them to activate rope trick, to cast rope trick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to make it like a 10-foot rope up and be like, do you want to go somewhere different?
Oh.
Oh. middle of the saucy. I'm a little interested. Is that your turn?
I'll climb up the rope. It's 10 feet.
Are you climbing up, or are you waiting for them to go?
I'll climb up the rope.
Oh, okay. And that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Cornelius, it is your turn. Your friend did just kind of climb up a rope.
Cool.
Bonk.
That's okay. So Salem is not really there.
Nope, Salem is gone, technically.
Salem
I'm casting.
plotting and scheming.
Okay, I'm casting Firebolt at the stone that was glowing.
Oh, Firebolt?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Is it... I mean, you're going to hit. Is it a save or a to hit?
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. I mean, you're definitely going to hit. But go ahead and roll in case of a nat 1. And then roll
I got
damage.
15.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage is not that good. 6.
6. So you roll, and as you strike into this specific stone, instead of actually hitting it, it erupts into flames, and then the entire circle starts turning to flames. So each and every one of these, you think it is a chain reaction that is now each and every one of these are on fire, like a sort of ring of fire.
Nice.
I went down.
Beautiful. Okay. But I don't see anything there.
No. So you see now, I guess with your monocle, you would see that they are all now, it looks like they are activated, and you do hear a chime in your head. That just, it is just yours, because, it will just for this task, and you just hear, ding, secondary task complete.
Okay. Cool.
Also, when you were casting it, were you using your fire or a different kind of fire?
Oh. I'm gonna flip a coin on that. 1 second. Just my own.
Okay.
And then I'll just move. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. That will then take us to this team's turn. The Wind Swords. Or no, not the Wind Swords, the Ember Wolves. You see, let's see. First up, I will have Elizabeth immediately climbs that rope to follow you,
Perfect.
Salem. Just right away, no hesitation.
Damn, Salem.
What's going on in that little pocket dimension as they pop in?
So, what are they doing?
I mean, they pop in and immediately look at you and just go, oh, okay, so I see you have a nice little...
I'm going to start pulling up the rope, and as the rope gets to the top, I'm going to hop out and throw the rope up so they get stuck inside.
That's what I figured was gonna fucking happen. So they pop in and they just go, I'm gonna hang on. And they just like move over to one side and sort of like lay down. You see, they
And
have
I'm
like
gonna
a...
shout, see you after the tournament.
Oh, they've got a fur-lined jacket that they like. You turn back, they clearly are setting up like a little beddish area. They're like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, we're all assholes.
You see, you've thrown that up, and then they just go, "Oh, you fucker!" And then,
That is twice that we have heard people say, "Oh, you fucker" to us after our plots.
boom, disappears.
I
That
bet under his
We've
breath.
got an hour of that.
yes.
I bet under his breath when I shapeshifted into him. That was like,
Fucker.
I know, yeah. None of you heard it, but just in the crowd was like goes, my hair doesn't look like that. It's better than that. You just see the cleric on their team, Theodosia goes, all right, I quit. Just straight up goes, no, I'm done. This is fucking nonsense. And immediately just, they haven't been doing much. They already hated what was going on. They just go, fuck, I'm leaving. I'm fully leaving. They use all of their
love how-
action.
You just go hang out with the other clerics.
They're like, hey, I want to join your team. What the fuck? Fuck this.
I love how our strategy so far has been gaslight, gatekeep, Girl boss.
Listen, that's the way you gotta play the game sometimes.
Meanwhile, Wilret's just taking care of the monsters.
Well, Red's like, hang on, I got the physical side down. Don't worry about it. And the rest of you are like, how can I gaslight every other person in the room?
We just go, all right, what are the mind games tonight?
Oh, fuck.
Okay. So that's, and then that leaves these two who, I mean, surge forward to continue their fight against Elwyn. Doot, doot. Oh, actually, this one doesn't have to move because they're a wizard. Dag moves forward, goes, don't try to play mind games with me, I'm mad! And just immediately tries to swing at them. That is an 18 plus. Oh, that's good. Fuck, I'm so sorry, Owen. You're not doing okay. You're not doing okay with that maximum damage. I'm so sorry.
Why are you hurting poor Flutie Boy?
Flutie Boy's just like, I just wanted to, you know, have a good time. And everyone's
about to have a good time, and I am honestly feeling so attacked right now.
How can you live, laugh, love in these conditions?
yeah, they don't look okay. And then that also gives us Wizard's turn. Little fiery boy, who just goes, listen, who is also going to cast a spell. Let's see, they're going to shoot out a fireball. And I need to do a dex save to see if they can. Nat 20, okay. On Elwyn, so they at least are going to take half.
Oh my god, they fireball one person?
Yeah, just one person. As they yell, don't talk about my girlfriend. Don't bring that. Why would you bring that up?
Wow.
Elwyn maybe tried to do what you were doing and gaslighted and gatekeeped and girl bossed a little too close to the sun.
A little too close to the sun.
That's a lot of sixes.
I think you might have girl bossed a little too close to the sun.
16. 16 plus 6 is... Oh, the police are here. For what? Sorry.
The two people who were fighting outside your window.
Probably.
For the murder that you're committing on poor Elwyn.
For the murders that we're all committing on these poor people.
Okay, so that's maybe 31 points of damage from the fireball. Half, at least?
For who?
For just Elwyn.
Oh.
Still puts him down.
Where's it aimed?
It is aimed direct. I mean, they're both gonna get it, but it is aimed directly. Like, it's not even far. They're just like, I want to hit you in your face with the fireball. So they're both gonna. Elwyn's down, immediately down. Just like, fuck. They go down.
I can't believe you've done this.
But it does hit his girlfriend too.
Oh.
And himself? Or?
No, I wouldn't. Would it hit himself?
It's a fireball, right?
Yeah.
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, I mean, it might hit himself, but he triple halves all fire damage,
That's
so I don't
fair.
think he's as concerned about it. Because, I mean, that would be,
That's
what?
fair.
Yeah, that would leave him at 31 by 2 again.
15.
Yeah,
Seven,
seven points of
7.
fire damage. That's not that bad for him. So he's like, I'll take it. But he immediately hits his girlfriend, and she turns around and go, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? And that will be resolved next round. As that was the
Did you
emerald.
just like full fist the fireball and just fist it into their head?
Yes,
Like
just fully like at close range, just
like-
went boom.
Naruto and the showing just
Just
whatever
yeah,
it
just
is,
like
fucking-
immediately right in their face, like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Dude. And their cleric, their team cleric is just over in the corner going, fuck, I don't want to be here. That's, well, right, your turn.
Strom, it would have taken me like 6 turns to take out that person. What I did took 2.
Mind games? Listen, they said win however you want. They didn't give you rules.
I'm just gonna start walking towards this person here.
Alrighty.
And, just gonna look at him and go, should I cast that spell, my dude?
4 attacks in your face, my dude.
4 attacks.
4 attacks in your face. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Sorry, I suddenly have the hiccups really badly. 21 to hit.
Hits.
You're gonna wish you were a dog, my dude. I have more
17.
empathy for you.
Hits.
God damn it.
Oh.
24.
Hits.
And a 2 plus 5, so 7.
Does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright.
But yeah, you've got 3 hits.
First one is 10 points of damage. 14 points of damage, so 24 altogether right now. Ooh, a 12 plus 4 is 16, so
40 damage.
40 damage.
Oof. If only that 4th one had hit.
Oh, damn it.
You see that they are hanging on by you immediately hit into them, and they knock the wind out of their sails. They are a glass cannon. Just immediately go, oh!
And
You see
can I
they
just
cough
lean...
and spit up like shadows.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lean close, like, you sure you want to finish this competition?
They're at 1 HP.
Son of a bitch!
They're at 1. They have 41 HP.
Fuck!
Literally, you could just one more good hit and you could take them out. You see, they are a little busy coughing up their lungs right now from being punched so hard in the gut.
Wait!
With an axe.
Wait. No, I shouldn't use that, but...
What? Do you have an
No,
ability?
well, I have one more charge, but I'm gonna
not
wait.
worth
I don't want to. It's 1 hit point. It's not worth
Not
it.
worth it.
Alrighty. Is that
I'll
your
hurt
turn?
myself more than I'll hurt them.
Exactly.
That's my turn.
They are just like coughing up shot, just like it's just like. You knock the wind right out of them, and that takes
Good.
us to their turn. Who is left of the team? Let's start
No
with you.
one.
They are just like, I am not okay, and they disappear from your sight immediately as they cast a spell, and then just like bloop.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
I do have Mage Slayer feat, and if a creature casts a spell within 5 feet of me, I can use my reaction to hit them.
Go ahead. They did just cast a spell.
I think it would be at disadvantage because it's after the spell is cast.
Is it after
if
the?
it's invisibility.
It is not invisibility.
Oh, okay. Because I think it's a reaction to the spell being cast.
Yes. If it is a reaction, I would say you still can get the attack of opportunity because they haven't physically left your space, so you could swing wildly.
I mean, I'll take disadvantage if
But
you want
yeah,
me to.
then I guess a disadvantage because you can't see them.
Okay. With disadvantage is a 15.
That does hit though.
10 plus 5.
That's
Oof.
just damage.
Yep.
I
I
mean,
one
That's a
will
lot of
do
damage.
it. So
I
yeah.
rolled a 1 on my d12.
Oof.
So it makes it 5 points of damage.
You see, they had disappeared for a moment, and then immediately pop back in as just going like up, and then just fall over onto the floor, just a body on the floor.
I'll just look down and be like, no.
Boop. I mean, they're still there. You can still see them. They're not dead. Well, they're at 0. And then that leaves us at Fern, who is just a puppet body moving around and can't tell where anyone is. And so they just kind of like, I gotta roll and see just which direction are they just gonna decide to go.
Am I surrounded by a ring of fire?
You are surrounded by a ring of fire. You did pop in back to that, actually. You
You're a
popped
German
back in
crab.
to a little
We need to
ring
get
of
on
fire.
that
Yeah.
pedestal.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be holding my hand out and being like, not ring, coin me.
But I think we all have to be on there.
Yeah.
I think only
We all
one
have to
has
be on
to
there
be
for a
minute. All
with
of
the
you.
coin. Oh,
It was the team.
But what if someone's
Which
out?
now we're the only team that has the entire team there.
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
only team that's like full team left.
I think it should. Okay, all right.
Oh, there's also
And team cleric. But they also may not be
Yeah.
participating. They are kind of just at the door.
I'll just glare at them until they don't do anything.
Fern, I rolled randomly to see what direction they would move in. Moved. Tried to like put their senses out to find anyone. Does see you, Wilret, but can't do anything on this round.
Okay.
And so that is their turn. That moves us then to Eugene. Your turn.
I'm gonna run through.
Sorry,
Ring
didn't mean to do
of
that.
Fire
No, you're good.
Run through the ring of fire to get through.
Woo. Yeah, as you run through, for a moment you briefly touch it and you think, oh no, this is going to hurt, and then it doesn't burn you.
Okay.
Probably because you're holding the coin.
I'm just gonna look to Salem fully as
Yeah, Professor Wizette steps through the
Professor.
flames for you, Salem.
and just like,
Professor?
no.
Oh.
Still in his voice. It's the funniest fucking thing to me.
Beautiful.
Just, no. Hey, Eugene.
Oh. Okay. Did
Is
you
that
see that? And I point up to the air.
Oh, did you see that? And I
No.
point back to where Fern's general direction was.
No.
Do I? Oh, you are muted, Sid.
Whoops. Oh, I said looking in that direction, Salem, you do just see kind of a floating around puppet body.
Nice.
Do I? Which is easier to see from where I'm standing?
What do you mean?
Is it Wilrat or Cornelius?
You can see them both pretty easily since you're so you're standing up on the top of it. So you're on top of a hill. So now they're both easily within sight.
1, 2. I'm actually gonna head over here and look to Cornelius and say, heads up, and just toss the coin.
Alrighty. Can I get a dexterity saving throw from you, Cornelius, to catch this?
How about a nat 1 for a 3?
Oh shit.
You immediately miss. It's one. I mean, it was already going to be a hard throw because it's at the top of a hill to Cornelius, who is also short. It's a very small
probably just,
hitbox.
like,
You're also
blocked
taller
it.
as Professor was at, so it does not. Just right into the sand.
Oh,
Does it bounce off my head?
It like bounces off your head right into the sand, but it is in front of
Perfect.
you.
sorry,
Okay, that's not bad then. It's okay.
Professor.
Was that fingers?
Yeah, you see that the professor threw something at you.
That's actually kind of expected.
Yeah,
That's
actually
true.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn, Eugene?
Yeah, that's everything I can do.
Alrighty, that takes us then to Team Cleric, who currently are all huddled around Theodosia, who is shapeshifted from. So Theodosia is also a shapeshifter, and they've changed from their usual form too. They are just a orb of light, just a straight up like they have changed into. You've seen them around school, and they change forms pretty generally. They're like an orb of light with just one eye, and they're like, I'm mad. And the clerics are all around them doing like pats and gentle and like, hey, are you feeling okay? One of them immediately like reaches into their like pocket and pulls out a little croissant. Like I was hiding this from the table. And that is their turn. And that brings us to top of the order with Salem.
Spells. I am going to take the dodge action and pass my turn.
Alrighty. I will. Yeah, that then is Cornelius. Your turn.
Okay, because I don't have to look for the coin. It's just a free action to pick it up.
Yeah, it's just a free action. It's just an action, yeah, to pick it up because it's right in front of you. You don't have to search for it.
An action or the free action? The interact with the environment thing.
Oh, then yes, free action. Is interacting with your environment a free action? Then yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, cool. I'll just
Since
pick
you
that
were-
up.
At the end. But yeah,
And
You have
then
to
I
dig
will.
for it.
no, you have to
Oh,
dig for
wha-
it. Oh yeah, because it's right on top.
it's
So you don't-
fell in.
No, so you're good.
Okay. Okay, so I'll pick that up and then I'll walk up here.
Yep, you pass through
The
the
fire doesn't burn me.
Nope, passed it unharmed.
And I can see the two that shot a fireball at Elwyn point blank over there.
Yeah, they are bickering.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a fireball back at them, but I'm gonna place it so I don't hit Elwyn,
Okay.
so they can make a dex save.
Nice.
Look at both.
Damn.
Oof. Oh, I love it. We love low rolls. That is, for this one, they rolled a 16. The barbarian rolled a 16, and the... Nope, you roll, and this one rolled a, where's your stat?
Did you roll 37 for your fireball damage?
I did.
Damn.
I did roll 37 for my fireball damage. The one that got a
18.
16 pass. What was the other one?
18.
Okay, so they do pull pass. So they don't take half of that.
Okay.
Do you round up or round down?
For damage, I usually round down.
Okay, so 18. They take 18 fire damage each, which I think is probably half by the tiefling, but that's okay. It's not too... It's just a matter of point.
Yeah.
Prove a point.
Alrighty. So yeah, you managed
And
to hit
then
both
my
of
turn.
them.
Perfect. I'll just say, it's not nice to do that, and I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. That then takes us to who is next. It is their turn.
One of them hasn't been damaged.
I know. I'm adding it in.
Okay.
I gotta. So they're stat blocks. You have to like pull them up, and as you can see, for the one of them, their stat block does not like when I try and input data. But yeah, so they both get hit immediately. And that is their turn. You see, this one turns to you.
How much health does she have?
A lot. She's a hardy girl. You see, the wizard turns to you and goes, "Hey, just stay out of this. This isn't any of your business." And then Dag turns to them and goes, "Hey, no, don't talk to them like that. They're just, look at fucking, hey, don't, pay attention to me. I am mad at you." And we are talking, and it is... She's like, "Pay attention to me. I am mad at you. This is what you always do. You always get your eyes on somebody else."
They're fireballing us, and you're... Alright.
She's maybe a little bit irrationally angry. And then, that is the rest of their team. Willred, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna casually start strolling up here with my 70 feet of movement.
70 feet. Yep. How far do you get? Once you reach the fire, you do feel that you get through it, but it hurts.
That's all right.
So I am going to roll damage. It is 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was because of the coin.
It was. You were correct. 8.
Yay.
8
Izzy
points.
was right.
11.
Okay.
12. 12 fire damage.
Okay.
That's a lot of fire damage.
It is a magical spell that hurts people and does not want them walking through it.
I'll just pat out the fire.
But
'cause
you
I'm
are able
angry.
to get through it, yeah. And I will say, alright, so you're all on there. Honestly, Fern can't tell where things are. It is kind of just floating around. Those two are out. These two are fighting. And nobody else is really going up. So I will speed you through a minute of combat. You are the only ones on there with the coin and standing there.
I am suddenly frozen for a moment because of haste fading
Yeah,
and then
we both get
exhausted.
frozen.
Yeah.
Because I have a point of exhaustion.
At the end of it, though, I'm going to stand under where they were when I used the spell, and I'm going to hold out both of my arms and snap my fingers to end the spell to catch the person in my arms.
Oh.
Oh,
Smooth.
smooth. So you, that happens. You all hear the chime in your head that says "second task completed." And there's just like clapping, and now so it has been empty in all of the stadiums because they were trying to keep people from like interacting or paying attention or distracting you, and it now fills again with all of the other students who were watching and like cheering. You can see people are laughing. Some people are just like, the crowd is going wild. A couple people are just looking directly at you, Eugene. You also see Professor Wazette just looking at you, just like, I don't like this. I did not like this at all.
The moment that I see him, I just change back into my satyr form, just like...
But there is, yeah, you are able to, Salem, you are able to catch this person once you end the spell. And they
And
fall
I'm
over.
gonna wink at her.
And she just goes, don't, I don't, come to my room later.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we officially got
Yes.
it. The minute's
So-
over.
Yeah, so the minute is over, you are out of combat, you hear a ding in your head, and it is the headmistress
The
saying,
minute that happens, I'm gonna start rushing down to touch Fern to end the spell.
yeah, Fern has been floating.
They're fine, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh.
They've just been floating around the
Oh.
entire thing random because so they're still technically unconscious. It is literally ghost piloting, going, "Where are people?"
I'm
They're
gonna go find them and just tap them. Be like, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna lay down on the ground because I'm very hurt.
yeah. You lay down and immediately Team Life Support rushes over and they just go, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need some help?"
If you have some healing, that'd be great. Everything
yes.
really hurts, and I'm kind of bloody and burned.
Oof.
I have 28 hit points
Oof.
out of 70.
Oof.
That's more HP than I have when I'm at full.
Yep.
So you do get some heals. I will also say Fern looks at you, Eugene, and goes, "You know, I gotta respect. But don't ever do that again or I'll rip your soul out of your body."
Okay.
Cool.
Do I hear her make this comment?
I mean, are you laying down? Or
I'm just like laying on the pedestal.
I don't think you. I mean, you could see that they're talking, and Eugene looks scared.
I'll just say very loudly, if you hurt Eugene, I'll fucking kill you. While pointing my axe from the ground in a general direction that's definitely the wrong direction.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why are you pointing at me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Which
you're
way's
just-
Eugene?
And I move the axe so it's pointing at the right person.
Thank you.
14, 15. You get 23 HP. Oh wait, plus.
Nice.
Get 26 HP. And then another one heals you. There are just a couple of clerics going, "Oh, here, it's cool, it's cool."
You guys are really nice.
You're really nice. 12, 15, 19. Another 19 plus 22. So you get 22 HP. Another 22.
All right, I am all back up. I mean, I still have a point of exhaustion, but I'm all back up.
And they go, "Oh, you're good? Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay. If you ever need help or something, we're glad to help. That looks really scary and dangerous."
You guys were really brave. You still stuck around and didn't run away like other groups. So that took a lot of bravery.
Oh, thanks.
High fives from the ground.
You get some high fives. Eugene,
Wouldn't that be low fives?
they're
I mean, they're high fives for me technically.
God, you're
Would they be on the flip side?
You're
They'd be on the flip side.
super smart. I'm gonna take us out of the combat screen.
It's sick of our shit.
I'm disgusted by it. But
I just kind of
Eugene,
very
Fern is in
meekly
front of
raise
you.
my hand to look over at Team Cleric.
and they wave at you.
And then I show how bloodied I am.
They go, "Oh, we can help." And they'll
Sorry.
rush over.
I'm sorry.
No, it's what we're here for.
I don't need as much. I'm not that strong.
And then Fern has pat you on the shoulder, Eugene, and goes, "Listen, it's not. I don't mean this as hard feelings. Your friend says they'll kill me. I'll put your soul back. Just don't. You know how it is when things make your body not do what it is, and then your patron gets all weird in your brain. Please don't ever do that again.
Okay.
I will take your soul out of your body so that you can see the weird thing that happens in your brain
I
when
think
someone
this
talks.
fair. I think
It's
that
not
happened
great.
in class one day.
Don't do that. That's also bad.
Specifically in his class. And I motioned to who I was previously.
That makes sense. That tracks. Also, here is all ones. 6,
That's fair.
7,
Oops, all ones.
8, 9 plus 3 is 12. You get 12 HP from that. And they just go, "Do you need? We can give you more. That's not as strong."
Yeah, just not as much. I'm not hurt that bad. Just a tiny bit.
3, 4, 5. 10. Another 10. Does that help you out?
That brings me back to full.
They go, does anyone else need it?
Oh no,
Or-
I wasn't even scratched.
You see Elizabeth goes, I'll call you guys later for a thing I might need.
Oh. Get it.
Get it, I guess.
To which immediately Theodosia just screams, just out loud, goes, "Ah! I hate it here." Those two are still fighting, by the way. You can see that the couple who were having the issue are still, they have not noticed that the fight has stopped. They're just arguing with each other.
Oh my god.
And that is the end of the second task.
Woo!
Oh boy.
You were able to
Now
win.
we fight God.
Now you fight God.
My god.
Yes.
Round 3, fight God. There is a lot of cheering. You can see that Pontius
I
is
didn't know
like,
you guys were fighting me.
oh my goodness.
Where is God?
You can
No,
see
we're
that
fighting
Pontius.
Nox, actually.
That makes sense. Pontius is giving like a standing ovation. Burns is also doing like clapping. You can see Simone is like looking at you, Salem, and like waves at you and then waves at Elizabeth and goes, "You too." Is that? But they are like super far away and would not hear any response you made.
Oh, where went my
Yeah.
light?
Cornelius, you get a message in your head as
Oh,
you just
yay.
hear someone go, "Great use of fire."
Great use of fire.
Wonderful.
Really burned down the house.
Exactly, really burned down the house. And next,
Burning down the house.
The roof. The roof.
it's
Guys,
on
guys,
fire.
the roof is on fire.
It's on fire. But yeah, that is where we're going to end our session.
Oh my
Oh, I'm not gonna
I
put this
feel
on.
like every single time they contact you, it would just be fire pun after fire pun.
You have a fiery personality.
All right. Thank you all for watching.
You're flaming.
It was great having you all here. We will
Thank
have
you.
more
what,
of
you
this.
feeling a little burned out?
We will have. I am actually. Listen, I gotta wake up at 3 a.m. I gotta wake up
Valid.
for a 3 a.m. shift tomorrow.
Oh my
I gotta go to bed.
Gross. Go to bed.
Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining us. I hope you have an amazing evening and an amazing rest of your year. Schedules and things will be up on our Twitter. You will also get more information about other episodes if they're getting released early or things like that. And we will see you for some extra non-game streams possibly this month. But other than that, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for playing. And we hope to see you soon.
We'll catch you on the flip side.
Disgusting. I should have cut away.
My dudes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye.
Bye.